Yo, how you doing? Thank you, Ken, for the warm up. I think Ken's been on the old grandpa's whiskey again. No, Micks Mowers is live, as always, Saturday night. I think Ken's getting mixed up because I'm doing a live stream with Terrell and Easter. Easter is in April in the UK. So I'm not quite sure what sort of beer Ken's been swinging back on today. But I did a stream during the week just to test my internet, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have too many issues tonight. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me, just so I know everything is working as it should be. So that's cool. So yeah, Saturday night over Easter. I don't know what date that is off the top of my head, but I won't be going live. But in place of me, Terrell will be going live. Okay, and he's invited me up on his panel. So make sure that you are subscribed to Terrell Fixes All. And if you're not, then well, I don't know where you've been. But everyone who knows about small engines should know Terrell Fixes All. So that's where that's going. There's Ken, loud and clear. All right, Ken, have you been on the old? Have you? See you going live there, buddy boy. So no, my plan was always to go live this week anyway, but I did a midstream live test just to try and see how the internet was holding out, and it looks like it's holding out not too shabby. So that's what we're going to be doing today, normal live stream. Let me get rid of a few of these pages open just to try and minimize what I do actually have open. I want to keep that open. That can go. Let's get rid of that. I'll just refresh that monetization. So yeah, welcome to Micks Mowers Show. As I say, Saturday night live with me. And what we normally do up here is we normally talk about all things small engine related, and any other sort of issues or any other topics you want to do. It's an open house chat pretty much. For those of you that have been here for the first time, this is your first time at the Micks Mowers stream. Sit back and relax and enjoy. For those of you that are new, I have a couple of guidelines just within my chat. No capital letters, no foul language. You can pick on people and give each other as much stick as you like. Just don't make it personal, right? It's as simple as that. No capital letters and no more than 2 emojis. If you give any more than that, then my moderators, who are dressed in blue, will give you a little warning shot across the bow to tell you off. If you continue to muck about, they'll delete your comment, then they'll time you out, and then they will hide you from the channel. And it's up to me then to remember next week to bring you back. I don't always remember to bring people back, so you've been warned. It is what it is. What sort of week have I been having? Not too shabby, actually. As you all know, my auntie passed away, so that's all sort of in the pipeline to be finalised next week. Apart from that, I've been working on a few bits and pieces. I had a mate Taff bought in a Echo strimmer. I've got the carb here somewhere. I did just spot that a minute ago. It is a little Echo leaf blower with a little Zama carb on it. But I've renewed the gaskets and diaphragms in that and what have you, and it's not having it. And I have just put a very, very cheap, the copy carburetors you get for like £11, something like that. Put one of them on, and it primes beautifully with that. So it is a carburetor. I have cleaned it out twice, and it's not having it. So I managed to find another copy carburetor for that leaf blower for the Echo. They're about £40 brand new, but I managed to find a copy off of Amazon for about 15 quid. So hopefully that'll be all right. I've been working on a little tiny mount field today. I've been removing the back baffle. I think he hit something by the looks of it. He's hit something and it's just demolished. You know the plastic insert that goes in the back of the mowers? It's just demolished that. So fortunately for him, I actually had an old scrapper mower around the side, which didn't fit at first, but I made it fit. So that's now on the bench at the moment. I'm hoping to finish that off tomorrow. Got a couple of cables just to modify. And that should be good. I haven't as of yet started the machine. He said it ran, but don't they all? But it hasn't been run since last year. So I've got to just do the cables on that. The baffle's done. I've got to check the gears out, make sure that all works, because it came off of a push mower and I converted it to a drive. So had to do a few modifications just to get that to work. But hopefully that will work all right. So that's that one done. And I picked up a little job lot of free mowers last week. Just been working on those, getting them done, getting them sorted. And I've got another machine just come in with a snap cable. So I've got to repair a cable tomorrow as well. So I've got lots to do. Been busy. Apart from that, I've been to see my old man today and yesterday. Because he's not doing very well, as I say, because he's lost 2 or 3 members of his family in a very, very short time. So I popped down to see him. It was a bit double-edged. He wanted me to help him pull his hedge out, which we achieved quite well just by tying a rope around the van and driving off down the road with it. So that was pretty cool. So I've done that today or yesterday, and then today his wheelbarrow broke. He couldn't inflate his wheelbarrow, so I had to bring that back here and just do that for him as well. So I've been helping the old man out, which is quite good, quite nice to spend a bit of social distancing time with him, just to see how he's doing, and he seems to be doing okay. So that's not too bad. He was definitely not doing very well, but he seems to be quite jovial at the moment. So I've got mowers absolutely coming out of my bottom. Literally, I've got mowers everywhere. So trying to just prioritise on what I can get going first, and sort of get ready, and then the other stuff I'll have to wait for spares and repair. I'm out of gaskets and diaphragms. I ran right out of those. I can't get any till Wednesday. I've got one pack left, which I've got a little Viking rotary rough cut mower here. So that's going to go on to that. So I have been very, very busy. And what have it. Riley Boy's doing fantastic. For those of you that have sent Riley Boy some Kinder eggs, they arrived today. I got one big egg for him, and I got 9 little eggs for him. So those of you who are in the chat, you know who you are. They have arrived. So we'll get a video done at some point this weekend. So that'll be out in about 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. That's cool. I've Mendit Man on the blower today. He wants a couple of spare grass boxes if I got them, and I think I have got those actually. So that's cool. So I've been busy in the shop. Also been busy at work on the railway as well. So busy doing that. So it hasn't left a great deal of time for me actually to be in the shop, but I've managed to get in here around about 11 o'clock in the morning to about 3 o'clock, which is cool. Riley Boy had his first day at school back this week, and he went in Thursday, and then last Thursday night we got a text to say we had some track and trace alerts to say the school will now be shut for a week. So he's now back off school. And he wasn't very happy about that because it is Red Nose Day on Friday. You got to wear a red nose for charity, and he was all geared up. He had a red nose t-shirt and a big red nose to go with it, and he was all primed, ready to go. And I tell him in the morning the school was shut, so he wasn't very happy about that. So in the end, he went down Grandad's and showed Grandad his red nose instead, and I think Grandad made it his day as well. So that was pretty cool. So that's all good. So apart from that, I haven't been doing a great deal. Just been milling around in the shop, just getting bits running that I can, you know. On the internet side of things, I got hold of me internet lot. Got in contact with some very nice gentleman in India, and it turns out that there's a problem with the 4G. So I'm currently running 3G at the moment. And what was happening? Mine was on auto, and every time 4G dropped, it would go over to 3G. And as soon as 4G come back in again, it would skip back over. So it was continually skipping over. That was a problem. So he's taken me off of auto and put me just onto 3G only. And I've been doing a few speed checks, and it's not too shabby. So hopefully we'll have no problems. I can't guarantee it. Mick, your sticker's on its way. Rick, I haven't done yours yet. Yours will be done this weekend, mate, at some point. I'll get it out Monday morning, mate. I've got 2 or 3 to send out. So yours will be on its way very, very soon, buddy boy. So that's what I've been doing. Let's get the old chat open, shall we? I froze it at the top. I was watching this fella called what's his name? Ken's Big Engines, or Ken's. I was watching Ken anyway. So that's all cool. Let's see what we've got in the house. We've got Fix It and Scrap It with Neil. How you doing, Neil? Nice to see you. Let me put my chair up a touch. Fix It and Scrap It. How you doing, Neil? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Dick Small Engines. Yo, Mick. Mate, hope you're all doing well. Yeah, we're doing good. Thank you, Dick. Thanks for asking, buddy boy. Hope you and your family are doing well also. Jason Hughes in the house. How you doing, Jason Hughes? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Fun things to do with Tech Spark is also in the house, otherwise known as DJ Sparky. He's in the house. Kevin in the house. How you doing, mate? Hi, Mick. Here from Ireland, just watching Ken. I'll watch your video tomorrow. Yeah, I always release a video just before I go live. It's just, they say don't do it because within 24 hours, but it's what it is. That's what I like to do my videos. Who's that? Krill KU. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. Not seen your channel before. Dick Small Engines. AJP Garden Machines. How you doing, Ash? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Scotty Daniels also in the house. How you doing, buddy boy? Mac 210. How you doing? Nice to see you. That jumped absolutely hideously. Go back up here. I might have lost some of you. Might not have done. We'll see. Joseph Bell. Evening. All, how's it going? To be the Micks Mowers show with Mick this week. Yeah, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Jason Summers, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you from the Midlands crew, the Midlands Massive. How you doing? Random Wrenches, mate. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Jungle Bob Repair also in the house. How you doing, Jungle Bob? Nice to see you. Bruce's shop. I did see a Bruce over at Ken's a little while ago. You're looking very well, sporting the Micks Mowers cap. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, my buddy boy. I know it well. Up the M5. Yeah, I know the M5 very well indeed. Andrew Throne saying hello to absolutely everybody. How you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in. Tim McGrath's Cutter Man. I got your sticker here, Tim. That turned up this other day. I don't know where the other parcel went, Tim. I believe you sent me another parcel. That hasn't shown up, mate. That's about. I think it's lost. Quick slurp of the old coffee. Lovely jubbly. Let's have a bit more scroll down. Gravely Man's in the house. How you doing, Gravely Man? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Micks Mowers. You're late. Well, I was getting ready. You always say I'm late. What I do is I hit live, right, and it goes live. Then I go over to YouTube and I then set up me. I've already got it set up. I wait 10 seconds for me because you're on a 10-second lag. You're 10 seconds behind me. I wait for my YouTube then to kick in. I then pause that and then come back to my StreamYard then to run my intro for my live stream. So I'm 20, 30 seconds late normally. So nice to see you, Benedict White. How you doing? Well, hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in, buddy boy. Nice to see you. Bill, how you doing? Bill, has anyone else feel like waiting for a movie to start? Sorry, I'll try and make it interesting. Hobby Motor, how you doing? Klaus, nice to see you, mate. I got all your guns working now. The only gun you sent me, I've got everything working, everything. So I'm super happy with me air compressor now. Super happy with that. Jim's Landscape, how you doing, Jim Boyd? Nice to see you from America. Hope you're doing well, buddy boy. Hope you're doing okay. Rick's Mowers, Gravely, Fix It, Scrap It. You all chat to each other. James, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Smash that thumbs up, says James. Yeah, please do so. Ray, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Mark Watt is in the house. How you doing, Mark? Nice to see you. Ken, the cat farted and threw me off the loop. Rick's Mowers, Jason Hughes. Let's have a bit more scroll down. You're chatting to each other. Nice to see you. I haven't got any else here. 58, 60 in the house. Lovely. That's what we like to see. Give us a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. I don't really mind. Depends how long you're staying here. Michael Turner, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Klaus, Ken, Bruce is saying hi to a few people as well. Roger McDonald, he reads the news. That's him. It's the best of your pick on Mick. It's just best if you pick on Mick. It is just best if you just pick on me. That way we can control it. Nice to see you, mate. DNR Small Engines, how you doing, Dave? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for popping on in. Coming down. You're saying hi to everybody. Lawnmower Detective, how you doing? I did see your video about wanting to do a donut time or something. I'll try and get something done for you, buddy boy, at some point. Tinkering Taylor Nev, how you doing, Nev? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're okay, buddy boy. Jason Hughes in the house. Thanks for popping in, Jason. Nice to see you, buddy boy, as always. Bill's in the house. Steve the camper man, how you doing, Steve? Nice to see you. Transit camper, good evening, Mick. At work, so listen in as you go. Right, mate, no worries, that's absolutely fine. Hi everyone, I'm in a family gathering. Just popped in to say hi. So you're going to leave my live stream to be with a family gathering? Why don't you just get everyone in the family gathering to put the phones on and watch me? That'd be easier. It would be more entertaining. Nice to see you. Danny Turner, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Hope you're doing okay. Nice to see you. There are no mowers spare here, says Bruce. Is there not? We've got loads here, Bruce. I'm doing quite well so far. They're not sort of shifting, but I'm doing quite well. Restaurants in my state are 100% occupied. Scare. Okay, yeah. I didn't hear France has gone back into shutdown. Something. Mick, no keyring yet. I haven't sent it yet, Tim. I did say yours was delayed because I wasn't sure whether I sent it or not. That's what it is. So I've got a few to send out, Tim. Bear with. I'm getting on top of it. Scotty Daniels, Ken Small Engines. How's Mrs. P? She's doing okay, mate. She went to work. Today is Friday. She went to work. Not today. Saturday. She went to work Friday. She came back really, really tired, and she slept for about 8 hours afterwards. She's supposed to go back to work tomorrow, but we've only got about 4 patients in, so they've given her tomorrow off of annual leave. So yeah, she's doing okay. She's getting it. I think it's going to be a bit of a slow road, you know. Anyone know why my still FS55 when I start from cold it revs its nuts off? Yeah, fuel delivery problem, mate. Fuel delivery problem, I'd say. It don't sound right. Probably some kind of fuel delivery problem there somewhere, my buddy boy. Where did we go to? Something about a still, wasn't it? This is jumped. You lot are chatting, ain't you? There you go. Yeah, you're all chatting. Hobby Motor, Andrew Frone, Scotty Daniels, Bill Tinkering Taylor. You're all chatting away. Brandon's BS Small Engines. Missed me, Mick. I hadn't missed you. Hadn't seen you. How you doing, Brandon? Hope you're doing well. Are you back home yet, Brandon? You back in Texas yet? Hope you're doing okay. Dick, our friend Ken has his eyes on the 6:30 live stream gig, I reckon. We shall see about that. You can go live whenever you like, Ken. You can go live whenever you like, whenever you like. It's not a problem. I don't mind stepping on my toes, Ken. I don't mind that if that's the way you feel. All the support I've given you. No problem. Need more clock stick, mate. he just misheard. He thought I was going live. I was going on Terrell's live. That's all it was. Gardening Services, Southend on Sea. Hey, mate. Flying visit to Saturday. Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for popping on in. How you doing, Jim? Jim is saying hi from Oswald. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for popping in. I'm 3.5 hours from home. Cool, mate. Well, put your foot down, get there. Hi, Jeff Bacon. Where's Jeff in? I didn't see Jeff. Where's Jeff? Oh, yeah, just Jeff. I missed you, Jeff. Hello, mate. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hello, Mick, and you lovely lot. Nice to see you, Jeff. Hope you're doing okay. All Tech's in the house. Also, how you doing, All Tech? John T's in the house. How you doing, John T? Nice to see you. Eyes on the road, Brandon. Yeah, exactly that. Drive careful. Dick Small Engines, chunks and donuts in the air. Fantastic. Thanks for that, Dick. Jim's Landscapes is again #1. Hi, Mick. How you doing, Jim? Nice to see you. Hi, all. With Terrell, really, will Terrell really be there? He won't be here, not tonight. But Terrell is running a live stream. He's asked me if he can run a live. He's doing his first live stream ever. So I want a little bit of help with running a stream, how to set it up, how to do whatever. So Junior has asked me to be a guest on his panel, and I believe, don't quote me, I believe it's just going to be just me, Terrell, Junior, and Slippers, and an array of other characters within their shop. So I'm guessing they're going to be darting off, getting changed, coming back in as something else. So it's going to be a bit of a wacky stream from what I hear. But yeah, Terrell has asked me. It's Terrell's stream. It's not mine. So if you're subscribed to Terrell, make sure your bells rang, and you'll get a notification say he's going live. So it's going to be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock their time, which is going to be roughly the same time as it is now here, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Okay, Chris B. Hey, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. That jumped a little tiny bit. I'm getting there. I mean, we've got a 77 in the house. Good. Chris, how you doing? Chris, nice to see you. Evening. All says Chris. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for everything, for all the kind words. I'm doing okay at the moment. Good to hear. Jeff Flumps in the house. How you doing, Flumps? Robert's in the house. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Evening, Mick. Hope you guys are well. Just seen your Balmoral video. Cracking. Yeah, no, I got back. That's coming back. Because someone ballsed it up. It was a professional job. I've got the part. Don't ask me where the part is. I think it's in the grass box over there. Someone balls it up and they cut it off and welds it a bit in, and it's not right. The two gears, as you saw in the video, just not quite binding. So I've got a spare part which I've now fitted to the bracket. I've now got to try and find that and drill that and plate it into the Balmoral. So it's quite a way off from doing it. But I will be doing a follow-up video on what we've actually done. I sorted my Quocast 35S leaking fuel cap. Had 3 of the same problem. Used plastic fuel can with cap as an insert from an SV150 works a treat. Fantastic. That's what it's all about, working around the issues. Jeff Maple in the house. How you doing, Jeff? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Second week of turning in and love it. Fantastic. Thanks for popping in, Chris. As always, you're very, very welcome. I've been very ill. Who's this, Jeff? I've been very ill with the old COVID. But slowly coming back. Well, take your time, Jeff. Mrs. P had it, and she had it 2 weeks ago, and she's still not 100%. It takes a while, mate. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it, mate. You'll get there. All the best to you anyway. Hope you're doing okay. Mowers and Blowers in the house. How you doing, Mowers and Blowers? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Andrew Thrones in the house. You all chatting to each other. Chris, I've just overhauled my Honda HR214 self-drive. Absolute beast. Yeah, the HR2. So the HR, that's the older ones. Yeah, the older aluminium body ones, aren't they? I've got a video coming out very, very shortly where it had no spark and I had to renew the points and condensers on it. So I got 2 videos of me diagnosing the fault and actually repairing the fault. So that comes soon. That's on an HR. That's on an HR21, which is very, very similar to what you've got there. This is mine's got the 4 wheels version, so that's cool. Hi, Mick, says TJ. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing okay. Nice to see you. You're all chatting. Well, I think that's everyone, right? I think we're all there. Yeah, we are. Cool. Well, nice to see you all. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for popping into the Micks Mowers show. As I say, please hit the thumbs up on your way in, on your way out. Depends how long you're stopping by. Oh, yeah, Luke. How you doing, buddy boy? My new Husqvarna 122C has no spark. Ooh. Could be a switch. It could be anything. It could be absolutely anything, buddy boy, couldn't it? Break it down. Start from the switch and work your way forward. Could be anything. Could be absolutely anything. Mowers and Blowers, you'll chat to him. Jeff Maple, Dick Swindons saying hi to Luke. Right, that's it. Done. So that's where we are. So hopefully we'll have a panel today, and I'll be in it. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I'll actually be part of the panel. That'd be brilliant. So we'll see how we get on there. But I do appreciate everyone coming in, coming and say hello, and dropping by. Give us a thumbs up. I'd be much appreciated, as always. It does help to grow for my channel. I'd like to get up to 100 thumbs up before the stream is gone, if I can get that far, if I'm that lucky. But if I don't, I don't. When I put the link out, everyone is welcome onto the panel. Don't have to have a YouTube channel. You can be a viewer, or just a supporter. That's fine. But you must have your audio turned on. You must have your camera turned on. You must be fully clothed. If there's any background noise, people like tools or roads or something like that, and it's interfering with the panel, I'll just mute your mic, okay? And if it doesn't improve, then I'll have to get you down and put someone else up where there's no interference. So we like to have a nice steady stream. It was just time to change charge problem people, because it's fantastic. So you must do that. And if you come up on a panel and you just sat there like a stuffed lemon, I'll just put you down. And if I've got someone else in the basement, I'll bring someone else up. Simple as that. So I do like people talking on my panels, because the time goes quicker and it's just more enjoyable. If you're just going to sit up there just staring at a camera, then anyone can do that, right? Like that, So I like to have people up here that are chatting away. 496, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, and thanks for coming to our Micks Mowers show. You're very, very welcome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all the old link then. Any swear words on the panel, and you're out of it. It's as simple as that. I don't tolerate any of that. Fully clothed, yeah, exactly. Well, you'd be surprised, because there are some people. Ask Ken. He bought someone up, and they weren't fully clothed at all. And we've had one or two experiences where people do naughty things just to try and catch you out. So what I will do is, if I don't know you from a while back, I might ask you to perform certain tasks to get up on the panel. If you don't do them, you don't come up. And generally, I'm very wary of very new people. My finger is always on the dump button or the remove button, and you'll be dumped straight out of it if you start mucking about. It's just, I like to run a clean stream. I do know that there are some families that watch my stream with younger children also, and they sit there with a bucket of popcorn, bag of sweets, and they sit and watch a Micks Mowers live show on a Saturday night instead of watching Coronation Street. So I've got some younger people who do watch with their parents, and they fully enjoy it. So that's why I don't have no swearing or anything like that. I like a nice clean stream. It's as simple as that. So let me bang a link out. Hiya, Pete. Thanks for popping in, mate. See you're late. Right, here's a link. Feeding time at the zoo. Here they all come. Dashing to get the old tuna. So the link's out there, so feel free to come on up, and hopefully we'll have no problems with the internet tonight. We'll see how we get on, though. We might have a few problems. It might be a bit glitchy. We'll see how we get on. Link is there. Got a few people coming in. Oh, my word. You were waiting for that, you lot. My Lord. We're just waiting for the link. It must be Klaus. Christ, you weren't no more than 3 seconds. Hiya, Philippe. Philippe Small Engines. How you doing, mate? I see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. So who we got here? Who we got here? Let's have a little look. We'll bring you up. You're quite good looking. Let's bring you up. All right, Ash.
Oh, sound.
Love your videos, Mick. Cheers, Luke. Much appreciate it, mate. I do work hard. Let me turn the volume up a smidge. A smidges. Okay. How you doing, Ash? All right, buddy?
Oh, sound you.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Yeah.
Good, good.
Look, I've got Conker trying to ring me, but my phone's on silent. Conker, try harder, mate. No chance. I'm one step ahead of you, baby. You got to get out of bed early to catch me out. How you doing, Lewis? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Mick. I have a mower you can have if you want it. Depends where you are, Kevin. Let me know whereabouts in the country you are, Kev. You can email me up, Kev. No problem at all. There's my email address. Kev. Feel free to email me out. If you're quite local, mate, not a problem. I've got Ken. Now, Ken was actually going live today because he thought I wasn't going live because he wasn't paying attention during my last stream. Got the wrong end of a stick. And I think you're right, Dick. I think he's trying to poach my 6:30 slot. I think that's what's actually happening. So that's probably why his cat actually look, he's trying to ring again. Look, trying to ring again. It's not going to happen. You're on silent, Conker. Are you right, Ken?
I'm the official warm-up band for Micks Mowers.
No chance. Absolutely no chance. Who else we got down here? Got Klausy boy. How you doing, Hobby Motor?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, Mick.
So my internet is already better because normally you are quite glitchy and quite delayed in a conversation between me and you.
It's a personality thing. Don't worry.
Only on your side. It's a personality glitch. Speaking of personality glitches, please welcome to my house, Bruce's shop. How you doing, Bruce?
Hey,
Great.
Bruce.
Nice to see everybody.
My internet seems to be really, really good. I've got a Conker wannabe t-shirt wearer. All right, Sparky boy, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on up.
Good evening, everybody.
I've also got the young lad who's about 20 years old but looks about 6. How you doing, Scotty? Nice to see you.
Hey.
Nice to see you. So already, straight off the bat, I can bring comments up pretty much rapid.
Massive
that used
improvement.
to be a little bit glitchy.
Yeah.
And also when I used to blow people up, that was always glitchy.
Yeah, the TNT doesn't work. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, so that's okay. And let's just check to see if that's working all right. Yeah, that button's working lovely. Love that button.
Yeah.
Good. Hi, Dusty, honey. Nice to see you, baby. Hope you and your family are doing well, Dusty. And your little baby there. Hope you're all doing well. I heard Snobby. Nice to see you, mate. You don't normally pop in here. Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully, the old Scrap Pickers family are doing fantastic. Hopefully, Dusty, and I mean it. Hopefully, when all this is all gone, we'll have you and Snobby round, and we'll have a barbecue, honey. So we can't wait for that. So it won't be long.
Yeah.
What we got here? I have an old Honda water pump. The impeller is smashed, and I'm struggling to get the remains of the impeller out of the crankshaft. Any ideas? Well, yeah, petrol was quite good. It'll only be sort of stuck in. I wouldn't use a lot of heat, but petrol would be good, or anything sort of solvent based would be quite good to get that out. A bit of paint stripper maybe, a bit of paint stripper as well. That might loosen it up. Try that. So I can't believe it. My internet is working, and it looks like I'm actually going to be part of this stream today. This is going to be brilliant because guess what? I've had 5 weeks of me grinning and bearing. So tonight I am going to be at full tilt. So be wary. Anyone that gives me any,
oh dear,
you got to admit though, Mick, when it was without.
I can't hear a word he's saying. I know he tried to poach my stream, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. I am going to be at full tilt tonight. So be wary.
We did good without you.
Well, sometimes with internet stuff, you turn it down, it runs faster.
Yeah, I don't know. I've tried WD-40, but WD-40 won't do it. You want something more solvent based. I would try a little bit of paint stripper maybe because it's only aluminium cast in there. As long as there's no other bushings, I'll try a little bit of or rubber bushing. Try a little bit like paint stripper or white spirit or even petrol, just to try and free it up. That would probably start to shift it, I would say.
Carb cleaner,
yeah, exactly. It all depends.
That was loud.
What's the impeller made of? What's the impeller? Is it aluminum?
The impeller should be. Well, I'm guessing it should be rubber with some kind of brass or aluminium bush. Is what I'm guessing. What generally happens?
If it's aluminum, use muriatic acid. That'll wash the aluminum off.
What generally happens is it's probably been run with no water in it, and the impeller's got a little bit hot, and gone that way, I suppose.
Yeah. He didn't prime the actual impeller. He didn't prime the pump, did he? Before he used it. Yeah, could have been. He might have just picked it up like it. So we just don't know. But anyway, it's nice to see Snobby and Dusty in here, my lifelong friends. Hope you're doing well, you two. It's nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. I know you're busy people. Where's AJP gone? He's gone for a Burton. Cool. So let's have a chat then.
Hello.
Because I can now actually. I can hear you. This is going to be brilliant. Klaus, you're going to get it tonight. You're going to cop it. I'm telling you. It's only a question of time, mate. You're going to get it right pop tonight. So, how have you been, Bruce? Last week. Have you been well, Bruce?
Pretty good, yeah.
Well, have you fallen into a bucket, Bruce?
Have I fallen into a bucket?
You sound a little tinny.
Oh, is that better?
There you go. There you go. That's much better. So, obviously, last week, the gorgeous Kimberly was here, waving like an absolute loony.
Yeah, she enjoyed that.
And I couldn't communicate or nothing. So I miss a gorgeous princess coming in there. I was gutted about that. I was quite fortunate that Klaus was up and I couldn't hear him too much. But that was a plus. But so how have you been, Bruce? You've been keeping healthy and what have you?
Yes. I overdid it last week and pulled a muscle in my chest, but that's just normal.
Yeah.
And no, I'm doing pretty good.
That's what I like to hear, mate. That's what I like to hear. Do you find, Bruce? Obviously, you are a man of a. Let's try and be kind. Of a particular vintage. Do you find that muscular problems across the chest or in the arms is common for you, Bruce?
Yes.
Yeah, I find the same. Even especially now because you're trying to get stuff running. I get this thing across my chest. I think I'm having a heart attack. And I really ain't. It's literally just all that stretching. It really does cause a problem, eh?
I ended up in Emerge again, but but what it is, it's two things. I'm left-handed, so I pull all those ropes with my left arm, right? And then the sternum gets inflamed, and then other things happen. I overdo it, with exertion, and I got a little scare. But the doctor said, "You come in if you have any pain. You come in." So that's what I did. I felt like I was using up their valuable time, but they were very, very nice. Did all the blood tests and heart tests and whatever tests, and I'm good. So shouldn't say anything because it sounds like I'm a wimp. But they said, "Nope, you just come in."
Is it a question of, I don't know how it works in Canada, Bruce? Is your health care all free, or do you have to pay insurance for it and claim it back? How's that work?
No, it's paid for by the Canadian taxpayer.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. So it's not free. So, same as the NHS, then, effectively.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I would. Yeah. Do you know what, Bruce? It just ain't worth it. Ain't worth risking it for a biscuit. Just get your bum in there and get yourself checked out.
All the main things were all normal, but I was also nauseated. So I thought, oh God, I better go in.
So that does worry me. Is that you actually came back as being normal? I don't know about anybody else. But one thing you most certainly are not is normal.
That's one thing I like about you, Mick.
What's that? One thing?
Nothing.
Bruce, you know that I'm very, very fond of you. We do chat off of his screen or whatever by email, and I don't want to see anyone hurt, and especially the current situation, and you just never know, do you? So if you got an ailment, get it poked and get it looked at.
Well, it was. Remember the truck video where I was taking all the toys, the tools out of that truck. Well, then I took the box liner out of the truck, and it's about 180 pounds of half-inch rubber, and I was trying to fit it back in, and acting like a 21-year-old, and I got it in, and afterwards I was like, ooh. Feel well, so I let it go for 4 days, and then I finally went.
Yeah, well,
blah, blah, blah.
Some of them chains, bits and pieces were quite lumpy, weren't they? That's the thing. What he's doing? Is he back? Are you back?
Yep.
Yeah. So some of them chains were a little bit lumpy, weren't they? So no doubt you were struggling a bit with that, and also I've had one of them trucks before or similar, not as big as Frank, but I've had a crew cab or a king cab one, and it's the wrong height. It's just the right height to bust a rib. If you're lifting something out, you can bust a rib, right? It's just the right height for that. But Also, all the best, and Bruce. Hope you do. Hope you're
a rough week, but I'm feeling better the last 3 days. And
that's what I like to hear.
And I'm back wrenching. That's good.
So now you're back wrenching. Will we be looking forward to a nice HR video at some point? A nice HR 21 coming in or something like that? Something you can really get to grips with?
Yes, I've only had one more come in, and that was that Lawn Boy Honda.
Yeah. I saw that. That was all right. That was just a little tinkering video, wasn't it? That was fine, wasn't it? Didn't need nothing good, did it?
I just changed the oil, put a new air filter in it, cleaned the spark plug, tightened one loose bolt, and gave it back to my friend Gord. It was great.
The mower gods were certainly shining on you. So
and I needed one like that. I needed. Sometimes you don't mind a challenge like that. I still got that HR 216 that burns oil, and that might get rings this year. That's been sitting waiting. So, yeah.
Well, I've been working on a mount field today, Bruce, which you guys don't get over there, a little mount field. But on the back of his mount fields, they have what's called a rear baffler, which is like a plastic insert that goes inside the back of the mower body.
Yeah, they look narrow.
Yeah. And they're bolted on by the 4 bolts that actually bolt your handle to the deck. So the actual nuts to those are actually inside the baffle.
Mm-hmm.
And someone bought it in today and said, "Oh, all running fine last year." I know. And he was mowing some pine needles. So when I tipped tipped it on its side, the boss is all skew whiff to the blade. It's broken with 2 pins off, and the back baffle is absolutely, it's in bits. It's smashed to bits everywhere. So I tried to do a bit of a Brucey fix on it, bit of the older rivet gun going on, and a bit of plastic here, and it wasn't going to work. So I undid 3 of the 4 bolts. Couldn't get the 4th one out, so I had to cut that off. But that's okay, right? Because that's the old baffle, so that's sacrificial, so that's not a problem. I got my Madonna mower on the bench, which has got roughly the same baffle with a few Micks Mowers engineering sort of degrees on it. I know. And I got 3 of them out, and the last one wouldn't come out again. So I had to drill that one out and muck about with that. And anyway, it's on the bench. It's all together. It's chucking it all out the carburetor at the moment, so it's all over the floor. So I've got to figure that out and figure some cables out tomorrow. But I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Who's that down there? Who we got down there? Lewis, is that you, Lewis? Can you hear me? Give me a little wave, Lewis, because your camera is absolutely shocking, mate. I can't even see your face, Lewis. Lewis? Hello, Lewis. Lewis? Are you there? Right, that's better. Now I can see you, baby. I've become Lewis. Now I can see you. So hello, mate. Sparky boy, what are you doing, mate? You look like you're dressed like Conker.
I've been on the radio since 5 this morning, and then I got on radio this afternoon, so I'm very tired.
Have you got a fire in your kitchen or something? It's like your kitchen's on fire.
No, it's just it's my background. It's easier for me to be. I like to keep warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lewis, your YouTube is running in the background, buddy boy. You need to turn your YouTube off, my friend.
Just to sound even.
Yeah, just mute it or pause it.
Nice to see you, Sparky boy. Thanks for popping on up. So we got Ken coming, of course. Now, for those of you who don't know Ken, he was live just a minute ago because he thought I wasn't live because Terrell was live, or something like that. Is that right?
Yep.
I'm still hearing somebody's old YouTube.
Yeah, it's Lewis.
Mick, I didn't want anyone to miss the chance to talk like we do every week because I know I look forward to it.
I'm sat downstairs in the front room, in the family room.
Have you got a TV on, Lewis, as well?
My parents have got the telly on, yeah.
No, I can hear my voice, buddy boy. So, are you on a mobile phone, are you?
I'm on my tablet.
All right, yeah. Just get rid of the YouTube side of it, mate, and just run on the StreamYard side of it only.
That's it.
Get rid of YouTube altogether and just run on StreamYard only, mate. Yeah?
That's what I'm trying to sort out now, but I don't want to clear.
Well, if you come out, I'll bring you back up, no problem. That's fine.
It sounds more like a StreamYard echo, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's because of tablet.
An echo of some sort, yeah.
So I showed Ken this.
Sure.
So no more excuses for shooting at the ceiling any.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
What you got there then? Let's have a look.
Oh,
where'd you get that from? That's nice. Was that a present?
I got that from Zippo Varga today.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
That man has got some serious money.
Is that a hint?
wait, Bruce, does that mean I don't qualify for most expensive gift anymore?
Oh, the Mighty Vac's right up there.
Yeah, but Bruce,
Yes.
if you see this one, when it comes off the big screen, how to?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm so used to it pausing.
Oh yeah.
That's the one we've got, and it's these extendable legs that can go all the way out.
This one has this one has 5 legs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
5
4,
legs?
5.
Yeah.
Five sections of a leg, yeah.
You could use that to get in the back of Frank.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but Bruce, ask the question about the hook on the bottom because I think it's if you hang it.
It's a
No,
weight.
No,
that's the weight.
It's a stabilization weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
a
hook is
stabilization weight hook.
you put a packed lunch or a big bag full of Tecumseh carburetors in there, and it keeps the tripod from moving.
I did read the instructions on it.
Yeah.
But it's still. I might be able to spin it, but I can't get the battery quite open on the camera there. You see that? Right there. Won't quite. Whoop. There we are. Won't quite open all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So I will. We have technology to fix it.
I think if you put it in a vice, Bruce, and with a little tiny hammer, a bit of tapping would do it.
On the camera, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Hi, Rusty Rooster, mate. How you doing, mate? Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. Got 83 in the house. Give us some thumbs up. So the next person we got here is you. How you doing, Clown?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank
nice
you.
to see you. Have you been busy this week?
I have.
Good. Glad to hear it. Just joking. So, funnily enough, I thought I would. Tecumseh Lover is in the house. Hello, Tecumseh Lover. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. So I was working on a mower today. Yesterday actually. Klaus.
Yeah.
Called a Sabo. You ever heard of a Sabo?
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. John Deere made them.
Saber.
Yeah, they're
my
from
sound better
Germany,
now, Mick?
no, it's still the same, mate.
I can't really help that, unfortunately, but... Joe,
There. Yeah, the mute takes it away.
Yeah, the mute fixes
I'm
it.
just glad to be in the show.
Mick, weren't the Sabos the John Deere German mowers?
Say again, Ken.
Weren't Sabos the John Deere German mower?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They come with an overhead valve, very, very early Intech style engine. I just thought that they were German, sort of Netherlands sort of era. That's what I was thinking.
Is that the one, Mick? You had the two tubes on it. You were showing us the other day on the carburetor.
That's him. Yeah. It's good. So
Mick, I spent hours. I could not find that anywhere. I looked up Sabo. I could not find that carburetor.
Someone did. Someone actually sent me a diagram for it. I can't remember who sent me the diagram.
Post that, Mick. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I'll go through my emails and try and find it and dig it out for you. But someone found it. And,
speaking of John Deere, I worked on a John Deere last week.
Oh yeah, did you?
Big John Deere commercial.
Lovely.
Push starts broke though.
Put your microphone down away from your mouth, mate, because all I can hear is like that. That's better.
Yeah, you don't need to eat the microphone.
Is that any better?
It's very painful with us with headphones on.
It with the electric drill.
Starting with electric drill.
Start it with the electric drill, and it runs sweet as a nut.
Yeah, it's not something I would recommend doing with electric drill. Ask Bruce, because generally what happens is you're starting it with electric drill, they tend to jump about 5 feet off the ground if you've got just the engine on the bench.
Or the socket stays on forever.
Yeah, they turn into an amateur helicopter.
I saw one video. The guy shows electric drill doing this at about 2,000 RPM.
Yeah.
It was secured onto the mower deck, and the foot was on the deck, so it wasn't popping up.
Well, if you use a cordless one with a weaker battery, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
No, it's a big Bosch mains one.
Yeah.
So you're still echoing a bit.
Klaus, what have you been working on, mate? You've been working on much?
Help the echo.
Hang on, he's still going. Go on.
I've cleared all my other applications I had open on my tablet. It must be just my tablet.
It's still there. As long as it stays sort of relatively quiet, we'll be all right. I do think you got about a 3 or 4 second lag, because when I go on to something else, you start yakking. So I think you got about a 3 or 4 second lag as well on top of it. But we'll see how we get on. So Klaus, what have you been doing, or have you just been sat at home doing absolutely nothing as usual?
As usual, yeah. Yes. No.
Translating, eh?
Yeah. I've actually tested my my new used Mojack this week, and I put on a video on it. I've been looking for one for quite some time. I'm trying to stay away from having to buy a lift. One of those motorcycle lifts type of things, because my shop is not that wide and it'll take up a lot of space, blah blah blah. So I've been looking for a Mojack, because I can store that when I'm not using it, and I used it last week, and it appears to be okay. I mean, it keeps me mostly off the ground when doing tractors. So another thing I've been doing, did a Chinese cut-off saw, which is a horror to work on. But Yeah, it runs. And then I have one, and maybe you guys can chip in on this. You guys know this stuff, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah, I use it with my.
Look very close.
Yeah.
Look very close.
Yeah, high strength.
Can you see the funny lettering under retaining compound?
What the hell?
Back up a
The
little.
white bit, which is a bit hard to see.
It's a bit reflective.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
There.
Oh yeah,
Retaining-
the
retaining
underneath. Yeah.
And
Looks Chinesey.
That said,
It's
I
from-
think that
oh,
said.
it's from-
Hang on, put it back, Klaus. I think it said put it back. Sweet and sour chicken balls.
yes, that's what I.
I think it does say so inside.
Curry sauce and chips.
Look at the
Or is it
bottom.
a number 11? It might be a number 11.
Yeah, the warranties in Chinese.
I bought this on eBay, and and without looking, it came from, I think, Estonia. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it doesn't say Permatex on it, it's a knockoff.
Well, actually, Loctite owns Permatex.
Well, Henkel.
It does.
Right?
It actually does say Henkel.
Okay.
It does, but I mean,
It would take me a lifetime to use that much.
I know, but it was cheap.
It does actually say made in China. So
They made in
bottom.
China, though.
I guess
Yeah, but
you-
what's above made in China, Klaus? What does that say?
Yes, it says
Above
Loctite. Loctite.com.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be a knockoff.
I'm scared. I'm scared it is, and this is
What
retaining-
color is it, though, Klaus? Did you check the color compared to like
Just
a normal
don't
one?
sniff it.
It's
Whatever you do, probably
it's
smell
green.
revolting.
It's green.
Because green
Oh,
is usually
green.
retaining compound.
It is a retaining compound.
Yeah, but 680 usually isn't retaining. I thought 580 was retaining.
They have different types.
Okay.
The 680
No
is the one I use
education here.
on the little caps on Honda. The adjustment for the low speed, the little cap on there, it goes on with retaining compound, and 680 is one of those you can use. But I got a little worried saying when all these Chinese letters and made in China, because I thought I bought Loctite.
Did it come with a fortune cookie?
I may not have paid enough for the fortune cookie to be included.
How about the packets?
What about the
sauce?
chopsticks?
Shut up, guys. Next.
Chopsticks? Did it come with chopsticks by any chance? Help smear it.
I get
Take the
soy
next
sauce,
one,
but they
Nick.
never give me
Move
the
on.
hot mustard pack.
So, what's the normal red
Gonna have to
Loctite
feel
number?
young with it.
What is the normal red Loctite number, Ken? Did you know that? Like,
Oh, God.
I just use it.
You're quizzing me now.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, well, you seem to know quite a lot, Ken.
Hey up,
Well, I
hey
think
up.
you got well,
He's
271 is
he's out of
usually
his
it.
chair. Oh no, he's not. He's got back in his chair again.
271.
I tried to go outside and I was losing you. It keeps on dropping it.
So yeah, well, I've been having a bit of a similar sort of thing, Klaus, with regards to I want some standard classic diaphragm gaskets. You know, that echo's doing my head in. Cool. No, I do.
Oh, that's better.
No, I don't. There, right. So yeah, I went on to Amazonian today, right, to buy just your classic Briggs and Strats, you know, and they all showed a picture with your Briggs and Stratton diaphragm in it, you know, all that sort of stuff. But I read the reviews, and they're all saying it came in just in a lunch bag, you know the type of thing I mean, just completely separate. I just want to clear something up. If you buy genuine Briggs and Stratton gasket diaphragms, do they always come in a genuine Briggs and Stratton bag, or
That's what I wondered. Yeah.
or do these companies
Claim
who
to
sell
be genuine, yeah.
buy 100 Briggs and Stratton gasket diaphragms and they employ somebody to take them out to put them separately into another bag?
I say they would come in a separate bag each diaphragm.
Yeah. What about you, Ken?
You'd expect it.
Sometimes Briggs will sell what they call contractor packs of 10 or 12. Not 100, but like 10 or 12. I've seen that. I've never seen 100 or 50. That's too much.
I'm too
So
cheap for
is there
that.
is there a standard on the gaskets? Is there anything written on there that would give you an inkling to say yes, it is Briggs and Stratton?
Sometimes on the gaskets, it has a branding that's like ink printed on the paper. So you could see that on some of them, which is like an American printing company. You could see that sometimes. Like on the classic ones, you'll see that on the big gasket that goes on the tank.
You see, the problem is
diaphragms. No, though, because diaphragm is like that mylar material. There's really no way to.
See, the problem is, of course, is that it's not so much the gasket, is it? The gasket, me and you could make them, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's the diaphragm.
So it's not so much. It's actually the diaphragm is the issue. But I've got 2 or 3 here, and they look different colours.
Zoom in, Mick.
Oh, okay. I can do that because now my internet is fantastic today. I'm really enjoying myself.
I know your voice is actually matching your lips. That's pretty cool.
I know.
Where's your wait? Where's your Briggs teeth? Come on. There we go. Yeah, see the gasket. See the printing on the gasket. That's usually OEM has that. Yeah. Yeah, but like you said, gasket's a gasket's a gasket. Yeah, usually the brick stuff I find is a grayer, not more black. It's more gray on the paper.
But that's from a genuine dealer, you see.
Yeah, but like I said, gasket, schmasket. Who cares?
I'm going to ask if my mate Colin Ketley, how do you mate? Not see it. Colin Ketley, Briggs and Stratton gasket diaphragms. If you buy them, on Amazon, they should come in a genuine packet, yay or nay. Or if you want to buy 10, why are they coming in a clear packet separately?
I've never seen a clear packet that wasn't Chinese.
And the thing is, it's saying genuine. Yeah, I went over to eBay, and I punch in the word genuine. I don't want cheapos because they're no good. We all know that. There are some good copies, I must admit. There are some good ones, but for what it costs, you're only ever going to build a customer anyway, right? I was assuming they come in the genuine Briggs and Stratton packets with the order number on it as well. So unless they can buy a box of 10 or a box of 20, and they come in one big packet and they're just dishing them out separately, I don't know. But I just wanted to try and clear that up with you guys if you've experienced anything other than what it says on the tin.
I have. I bought a Kohler coil from the UK. It came in I guarantee you, OEM box. But when I lifted up the coil, it said something that has nothing to do with Kohler. It was a knockoff. I tried to write eBay and say what they think about it, and they were completely hands off. That we never heard of that. You may have to return it for a full refund. Blah blah blah. Which I did, and I got my money back. But there are companies out there who tries to make a fast buck. And,
yeah, exactly that. So Chislehurst Motors is saying anything Briggs is always in Briggs packaging.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Even the 10-pack, even the 10-pack.
Yeah.
Dick Small Engines is saying he bought some off of eBay and queried it in a black and white packet. Like that, Dick?
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
And
that's usually the ones that are Mexico, Brazil, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I ordered them from Amazon and they didn't even come with any packaging and they claim to be genuine.
Exactly that. Exactly that. And that's what I was trying to get at it. So Mark White is saying box of 10 is 29 quid. Yeah, that's fine. But you would still expect that to come in a Briggs and Stratton with a barcode on it. So that if you went into the shop and bought 10, you should be able to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, zap it. You know what I mean? So I just wonder if anyone's had that problem because I'm having serious issues. And do you know what? For a copy, they're still asking like £6.5 or £5.5 per gasket and diagram.
Their ad says replaces Briggs yada, not genuine.
I put in the number and put in genuine, and then I always hunt the genuine. I look in the write up, and I'm hunting for that word genuine. And even
usually you'll see the Briggs logo in the ad.
Yeah,
this one did. This is the thing. This one did. The one that I ordered, and it literally came in an Amazon envelope. You know, the brown.
Let me have a look. Let me try and get.
Is it any better?
Yeah, you
I know
sound
that.
better,
Yeah,
mate.
that's better, mate. Yeah, you sorted that. Yeah, fix it.
Yeah, the
That's
bigger
my,
gasket and Briggs come in a big
gaming set
cardboard
headset
envelope.
off that I use when I'm on mine with my mates on the Xbox.
That's it, yeah.
So.
No worries.
Cool.
I used to have trouble with other headphones I was using before when I used to put on with my mates. When I bought this, I might just go off and get this when I started on the stream, right?
Yeah, Mick, I used to, when I bought electrical from Amazon, it supposed to come with an electric socket for the wall. It was supposed to be coming from UK, but actually come from China, and a pack of 6 was twice as expensive, and I didn't realise, and it was all cheap tat, and it coming from Amazon. I put a formal thing in. They said it's a fraudulent seller or something. You've had a similar problem, haven't you, Scotty?
Yeah. So I ordered this cable here, right, which is meant to be an extension cable for my headphones. It's meant to be male to female. It arrives.
Nice cable.
It's a nice cable. Yeah, it's a nice cable. It arrives.
We did the wrong one.
Male to male.
Male to male.
Yeah.
So
That's a
I
quarter.
messaged the seller, and it literally took them a day to get the details and all that, because I had to do loads of screenshots. I was like, yeah, it's a fraudulent seller. I was like, it made no sense, because when I clicked on it, I clicked on the seller, which it says, and it wasn't. There's 30 different person that sent that. So I don't know what happened there.
So, quarter-inch audio, stereo, male to male.
Yeah.
So here you
There
go.
you
Here you go. Look. So Colin Ketley says, and he would know. He says they should come in generally in packs, right? So if I share the screen, right? Let's share the screen up. Share screen.
There you go, Mick. Package of 10.
Hang on, babe. I'm coming. Bear with me. Well, here you go. Look, Briggs and Stratton. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks lovely. Price £3.90. That's not a million miles away from where it should be. So that's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Click on that one. Yeah. There we go. Go to the right up on it. There's a right up. It's different to what is on the phone, I suppose. Where's a right up?
Keep
There's
going.
a right up.
Could be at the bottom.
Yeah, I thought it is on my phone, Bruce. Yeah, normal. Oh, here we go. Right, here you go. Right, delivery was late. Spark plug diaphragm. Gasket came loose in an envelope.
Exact same thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
I ordered. In fact, I think that's possibly the same people. Possibly.
So all it is, if you're trying to do a good job here, you just get something turn up. It was late anyway. I know to be genuine. Back on the linkage stop. Okay, right. Yeah, Briggs and Stratton motor. Mine leakage petrol. So yeah, it didn't come. It didn't come in the right doodad.
Yeah.
No.
Envelope.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the word I was after, Bruce. Thanks for that, buddy. It didn't do it. What's that? Who's that? Ken? Is that's Micks Mowers?
The original Briggs bag will say 10 times.
Yeah.
So what's that? Is that a box of 10? Is it?
It's a bag with 10, but it will say on there Briggs and Stratton, but then 10 times it'll tell you that there's 10 in the bag.
So it's 4251.
That's one of the gaskets, but I'm just saying, if you notice, that's an original Briggs bag.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you the quantity on the bag.
Yeah.
So you can buy 10 of, but look at the part number, though. You have a different part number for quantity 10 than you do for 1.
Yeah.
What's the number?
That almost looks like a bowl gasket.
Yeah, I forget what it was. I saw it somewhere, but still.
What's the number, Ken? So it's 4251, box of 10. What's that underneath? 795?
795083 is the individual gasket.
But it might not be what you need.
No.
Yeah, no, it may not be
Might
what you
not
need.
be.
I'm just saying there's different numbers when you buy 10 packs. It's not the same number and you get 10 in the package. They use a different numbering system for quantities.
Yeah, Colin, you're right, Cole. Yeah.
Now, I cheated last fall and I bought 10 Zama metering diaphragms from China.
Yeah, me too.
But I knew it was from China, and I don't expect it to be wonderful, but they're nice to use for troubleshooting. And then when you find the problem, then you get the real one and stick it in.
So I have to confess, I buy 95% of my small 2-stroke diaphragm kits, chainsaws and stuff from China.
Right.
I have never had one fail on me. Now,
Well,
on the old bricks, the Pulsar Primes, don't go there. Absolutely.
Right.
But the small ones, I have never had one fail on me, ever.
The The only thing I will say, Klaus, is what I have experienced. I too, in fact, I bought 10 because I saw one of Bruce's videos of a pack of 10, and I did exactly the same. Bruce went and got some.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I have found, Klaus, after about 10 days of having fuel in a carby, you might have to go back and have another little fine tune, just a touch, just because that diaphragm just sort of beds in a little tiny bit. After the second tune, they tend to be not too bad.
Yeah.
But then,
I mean, I do that where everyone who comes in and get a chainsaw or a trimmer or a small 2-stroker, I tune them. I go outside. I have a wooden log. I test them and all that. I do like Bruce. I wait until the next day to test them again before I call the customer.
Yeah.
And then I offer, come within a month. I'll fine tune it if you're not happy, free of charge.
Let me add to that, Klaus. When I talk to customers on 2-strokes, I have them bring me their mix or what they're using, or I'll specify, buy the can fuel, because I'll be honest, I get a lot of phone calls. Hey, it ran great, but when I put in the second tank full, now it doesn't run right because now they're using watered down old.
Even on 4-stroke stuff, I put the fuel, unless it's in a generator and there's 4 gallons.
Yep.
I just dump it into my old red container.
I use, for everything in quality brands, Steel, Husqvarna, all that stuff.
Oh, you just screwed up! I
screwed up.
Husqvarna.
I use Steel Motor Mix.
Yeah. You do. That's expensive here. That Motor Mix, crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's expensive here too. I sell it by the 5-liter jugs.
Wow.
I think I probably sell 30 or 40 a year out the door.
That's a good idea.
People love it.
I just
what they love the most is that. Huh? Sorry, Ken.
No, I'm saying I just don't like the callbacks. That's why I do it.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I bought a cheap carb kit off eBay for my Echo hedge trimmer.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Did it work?
And it comes with carb, brand new carb, brand new fuel lines, brand new plug. Now the spark plug gave out really early.
The spark plug what?
The spark plug gave out really early.
Oh.
Well, I dare say it's one of them cheap Chinese. Was it an NGK or was it just one of them FP
it
ones?
An NGK.
Yeah,
one of knockoffs. That you get. They give you the knockoff spark plug, 2 primer bulbs, 3 or 4 gaskets, and about a foot of hose for free when you buy the $10 carburetor.
They generally come from the Netherlands. Them spark plugs, absolutely useless.
You know what? I got ripped off on the NGK plugs, and they came from
Brazil. I don't just repair small engines.
They were nothing like.
I also.
Hang on, Bruce.
Yeah.
Go on, mate. Yeah,
I don't just repair small engines. I'm also a bit of a gardener, local gardener in our area.
Oh, cool. Fantastic.
I think I've told you this before in the comments on YouTube.
I might have missed it. I might have missed it. It is quite a busy stream. I don't catch all the comments. I do try to. Craig has just said.
I think it was me.
Just a question. Do any of you guys use gasket paper to make your own gaskets? Yes, definitely, all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you haven't got a gasket paper, which you can buy anyway, a cereal box that does most jobs and what have you, something like that.
I use that instant gasket if it's something like a rocker cover gasket.
That's good stuff too. That's good stuff too. Yeah, those.
I use that instant gasket if it's something like a rocker cover.
It's okay to use that. The problem is if you use that when you're putting on your bottom pan, because then you're going to get scolded for not testing your end play. That's a problem. In the comment section. But I make mine. In fact, someone just said Flumps has said a cornflakes packet. There you go. Yeah, that's what they use. You can do, but I've just bought the set. You get about 5 different sheets, different thicknesses, don't you?
I'm more of a Quaker Oats type of guy.
Oh, you're too posh.
You're posh. I would never use the liquid or the silicone type gasket maker around anything where the gas manifold is, the intake manifold is, because it'll suck it into the engine and plug off rings and valves and problems and stuff.
In fact, I actually brought that instant gasket to seal up a still MS180 engine I rebuilt. Did a top end on it.
Yeah.
Top end rebuild, new piston, new rings, new cylinder.
Good.
And it actually works quite well.
Good for you.
There's always a bonus.
You don't get it.
Always a bonus if you do a top end rebuild and it works quite well. Most of mine don't.
Me too.
So how have you been?
I love those.
Yeah, don't you just? Yeah. So one person asked how he's doing. Yeah, and that's Grandpa. How you doing, Grandpa? You doing okay?
Doing great. I was going to show you what I'm doing out there. You know, I tried to get you on my phone. That didn't work. So I came in to get my laptop here, and I was bringing it outside, and that didn't work out there. So here I am sitting in my chair again.
You know why that is, don't you? It's because your internet is so used to being in your chair for the past 14 months because you haven't moved.
I didn't think of that.
You have to get a plug-in extender.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm gonna sit like Henry. Wait a minute.
I thought you were going to go around Henry's and sort him out. Sort him out? Is chat?
He's waiting till he gets his Ethernet cable. Then I'm going up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was sorting out stuff out of the garage and bringing it in the back today, and I picked up another Husqvarna riding mower.
Oh, you said it right as well.
Nice.
And yeah, trying to get all that stuff sorted out prior to digging my hole, trenching it all the way to the house.
And how's that going?
That's going to go good because I got like the water pipe, a black water pipe. It's on a roll, and I'll bury that and then bring the cable through that. You know.
You can suck it through. When you suck it through, I did lots of this in my life. Take another, that any kind of string and pull it in with the cable you're pulling it in, and then in 2 years from now you might be able to tie another one on and pull a second one or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I use.
I picked up that old Honda water pump I said about in the beginning of the stream today.
Right. Impeller.
Yes.
The first one.
It's a plastic impeller. The main is what looks like a plastic impeller.
That's Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew's outside.
He's outside with interference on. He got too much interference going on.
Yeah, we got some lag or some echo going on.
Hey, Henry, he looks like Sluggo from the cartoon, doesn't he?
Yeah. I was going to say, that doesn't look like Thomas.
Sluggo.
The point is that pump is.
I just got a text from a customer. What's wrong with that muffler?
Nothing. It's a perfectly fine muffler. It worked last year.
It's missing a bolt and the tag has come off.
She texted me, "Oh, my mower sounds funny."
Yeah.
Bring it in.
You are the man who can remove funny.
Guaranteed, she tightened it too tight and snapped it off.
Snapped the bolt off. Yeah. Now you got to get it out.
Shoulder bolts. I hate those shoulder bolts.
Boy, somebody really.
They hate you too, Ken.
It's him down there. It's him down there. Yeah, I'm muting his mic. Get out of it.
I must have 100 of the old style mufflers, the round ones, you know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a whole case of those things. Oh,
me too.
Yeah.
Hot dog mufflers.
John T says, "Can anyone recommend the best place to buy a Murray tractor battery in the UK?"
A Murray
eBay, but I don't really know. I've never.
As long as you know the style of battery, the actual designation of it.
Cold cranking amps and the size.
The most CCA you can afford, and make sure the positive and negative in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise words, Ken. Wise words.
How many times you come home and the battery cable just missed it? It doesn't make it.
I put a motorbike battery on it. You ask the motorbike battery on it, and that works out.
All depends. You got to be a bit careful. You got to be careful on what it's putting out. Unfortunately, Henry.
Yep.
Jungle Bob Repair says that battery reads 12.86 this morning.
Just sitting there.
Apparently. I don't know about it.
He's charging up to at least 13, 14 volts, but it's dying back to 12.8.
12.8 is okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you may want to desulfate it though.
Yeah, he's losing a little. He's probably got one cell that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, it would drop to 10 if it had one bad sound.
Yeah. I bought that microprocessor battery tester. I love it. It tells you state of health and state of charge. Pretty cool.
Steve from Steve Small Engines is just absolutely loves those things. Eh?
Oh, Mr. Sulfate. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Sulfate.
I mean, I rescued. I have one too, just like Steve's, and I rescued one battery out of, I don't know, 5 I tried.
How long ago? Didn't you take a long time, Klaus?
2 days.
Okay.
About 2 days. Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, Henry.
The only problem is if you have a battery that really drops in voltage, if it goes below, I think it's around 11 volt, it kicks off. It won't run. But it's got to be able to keep a voltage. But if it does that, the only problem is it has annoying beeping sound in the background. It's really, I mean, even I put it at the back of the shop, I can still hear it. So after 2 days, I usually give up and say, okay, that's it. And then if it works, it works. Otherwise, sell them a new battery.
Annoying beeps, like when my kids keep the microwave on, they don't open the door for 12 minutes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or the ultrasonic cleaner that buzzes away for 40
minutes.
That's a horrible sound. It's a horrible sound.
But, I don't know what's up with my cleaner at the moment. I was using my cleaner this week, and I generally just boil the kettle up, chuck the water in a bit of white spirits. That does it. Set it to 60, but it's been going right up to about 85 degrees at the moment. The water's actually boiling.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't have the luxury of an ultrasonic cleaner.
Once
get one.
When I start the cleaning process, I turn the heater off.
I've just
invested
in a new
and then it maintains its own.
18 volt.
It still heats. Sorry.
Say again, Bruce.
Volt.
Okay, on the ultrasonic cleaner, once you put your carburetor in and you hit clean, I turn the heater off because the heater still runs in the background, and it'll overheat if you keep the heater on. It must have two circuits.
Huh. Right, I might try that, and Bruce, because mine
gets pretty hot if you leave that heater on. It gets too hot.
I mean, the cleaning solution I use, it says on the bottle that it works best between 60 and 70 degrees.
Yeah, exactly.
So I heat it up to like, I don't know, 55, dump it in, let it run. When it's done, after 15 minutes, it's 60 degrees.
Did you just say 50? Did you say 50 minutes?
No.
15.
I was about to say,
15. I'm sorry, 15. Sorry, I'm a foreigner.
I thought you were boiling a joint of ham in there or something.
No.
You're a foreigner.
Chiselhurst says, what temperature do you boil at? I boil at around about 60 degrees. Some 60 to 65 degrees. That's my little sweet spot. That's where I like to be.
30 minutes at 60 degrees.
Oh, you do 30, do you? I do 15 both sides. I do 30, but I turn it over halfway.
Right.
That's just what I do.
Well, you know me, I have to poke at it and turn it, and,
I know you, Bruce. You have to poke at it a little bit. Bruce is right. You get more sonic pressure with the heater off, apparently.
All righty.
I didn't know that either.
No, me neither.
What about you, Henry? When you are actually out in the shop, which is not very often or at all this year so far, what about? Don't you start pointing that finger of death at me. What about you?
Yeah. Well, I got 3 different sizes, so it all depends on what I'm cooking. I got the 13 quart. Then I got one like Brucey got, and then I got a smaller one. But depending on what I'm cooking, if it's just a carburetor parts, I'll turn both on, the solution and the heat, and let it pop away for about 20 minutes. Check it. If it's still not clean, I throw it back in for another 20. And then it's good. Use a little bit of Dove and water, and that's it.
Well,
Dove? What's Dove?
Dove
detergent.
Is detergent. Yeah.
Okay. Is that the stuff that saves the ducks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's Dawn.
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 Bruce, you're on fire today.
Yeah.
I bought I got too confident. I bought a 4-liter pail of Mean Green, and I mix it 20/80. And the first mean green I bought was fine, but the second mean green I bought has been turning the carburetors black, just like the purple power.
Yeah, it does that.
It's got ammonia in it.
Yes, but the first one I tried did not. So maybe they've updated their solutions because of COVID, right? Because it's a cleaner.
Yeah, Bruce, I found that some of the Chinese carburetors, apparently there's aluminium is different.
Magnesium. There's no such thing as aluminium in China.
No, you're probably at pot metal. No, but I mean, if I cook a genuine Briggs & Stratton or Honda carburetor, no discoloring whatsoever, even after 30 minutes.
Okay,
I do a Chinese one from time to time, they turn black.
Even the Kohler carburetor from 1964 turned a little dark.
It did?
Yeah.
And that's zinc.
Right.
A carburetor has to be
so I'm going to try
really
simple green
bad
next time.
for me to throw it out and put it in a Chinese carburetor, because most of them could be cleaned. It's just getting those wires in there and cleaning out those passageways is what counts, you know?
Hey, our friend Jim Condon has great success, the guys in the States anyway, with Harbor Freight's yellow cleaner. It's a yellow detergent, they call it. He says it works fantastic. But I found too, Bruce, Simple Green sells 3 different versions. One says right on the bottle, don't use it with aluminum or pot metal. One's an aircraft grade purple, one's green, and one's like a yellowish color.
Okay. I'll have a look on the bottle.
Yeah, but it'll say on their bottle if it will affect
if it has ammonia.
pot metal. Yeah.
Is it ammonia?
I generally just use I just use white spirit.
Yeah.
Just like what you clean your brushes with. That's all I use. Just 2 capfuls of that into a 3 litre capacity cleaner. Doesn't come out black. It degreases.
You don't do the peanut butter, Steve's peanut butter jar trick?
No, I don't do that because I don't agree. I don't agree with it. So no, I don't agree with it. Because
it's physics, man.
Okay, so this stream, you are entitled to your own opinion. Okay?
and everybody has the right, the democratic right to be wrong.
Exactly and if you have your own opinion and I don't agree with it, that happens. So, all it is for me is that you put your carby in your cleaner, right? And you might have 2 carbies, so whatever it is. And if you're going to put that into another container, that's the waves have to go through another barrier. That's just what I'm thinking. Okay, so if there's nothing in there, those waves are going to go straight through that carby. Lovely.
Yeah.
But if you've got fluid and another container, those shock waves have got to hit that container, and the shock waves potentially may not be as powerful going through the second container. That's just my. What do you think, Bruce? You're Baron, Bruce. What do you think, Bruce?
I'm taking my hat off to you. I feel the same way.
Okay, so and I know, Bruce, you sometimes have put a separate container in because you like to save your fluid or your cleaner. You know what I mean? I've seen you do that.
Yeah, but never only in the restart. In the ultrasonic cleaner, it's just pure liquid. I don't have any other jars or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have to say I use Steve's method on the small carburetors for chainsaws and trimmers, because if you use that in a water-based solution, you can trap water inside some of the small passages that you cannot get out. And I use, like you said, I use just a jar. But if you put a jar in and you start the ultrasonic cleaner, you can see it starts bubbling. So you know that there is something going on in there.
And
100%.
I agree with you, Klaus. I'm not saying it's wrong. So Steve, if you're watching, your video's no good. No, I'm just joking. That's not what I'm saying. And don't forget, this is all open to interpretation on how you want to get your best and what works. So what I do also, don't forget, I've got my tea bag cleaner, which I put all my little tiny.
Perfect.
All my little tiny bits in. So the theory is the same. If I put my carby in and then put this in, it's another barrier. This has got holes in it, so possibly not so much of a barrier. But I just don't want to be fishing around in dirty, crappy water for my bits. Well, I'll just chuck that in. It all comes out. I'll give it a blow for carburetor because you'll be surprised how much gunk is actually on this grill after I've cleaned.
Right. I use a screen. I use a screen dish.
Yeah, do you have a mesh screen, Mick, on the bottom of yours? A wire mesh screen?
Yeah, it's got a little shopping basket with it. Yeah, it's got all of that.
Don't let it touch the bottom. That's for sure.
Yeah, don't let anything touch the bottom. Yeah.
No, exactly that. So I just feel I have watched Steve's video, and I think Terrell did much the same as well. And there are quite a few people that do it, but to me, I'm a bit of a logical thinker, and I just thought if you've got barriers. An extra barrier, the first shock waves coming out of the machine then have to hit this second barrier to do its business. Now you're right, Klaus.
Two barriers. You've got the plastic wall, and you've got the change of fluid.
Yeah, exactly that. So I have tried it, definitely have tried it, and had good results.
Yeah.
And there was definitely something going on inside that little tiny tub. Definitely. Okay.
But Steve's got less cleanup, right? He just dumps the water out, and then he's only got a small amount of fluid inside the baggie. That's smart.
But the reason I'm doing it is simply to avoid having a water-based solution inside the small. I mean, the lawnmower carburetors and tractor carburetors, I'll dump into the water solution, no problem. I dunk it in alcohol, just like Bruce does, to clear out any water in passages. But the small ones that has little check valves and all kind of stuff inside, I've had a few that never came back. And when I revisited them like a year later, I brought them back doing this method because the water has evaporated. So I think that's my theory. So yes, maybe cleaning power is less, but you get to do it in a solution that is gasoline and cleaner. I use like a type of gunk. I think it's called gunk in the US. Or
gunk off.
Yeah. And gasoline, 50-50 mix.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, it works for me. I mean, my rate of bringing carburetors back, the small ones for chainsaws, has gone from 40 or 50% back to about 80%. They come back.
I've always, not because I'm good at it, I've always had very good success rate in my carburetor cleaning. And bearing in mind, I'm relatively new. Only the past 2 years I've been using a cleaner. Beforehand, I was just like Bruce, get my baking tray out, sit there on my hands and knees and do it by hand. Yeah. But I just won't take a carburetor off, strip it down, chuck it in the cleaner, and away you go. I always clean my carburetor by hand first, rim all the jets out and whatever. I always prepare it, blow it all off, so you're getting 80-90% of the old crap off before it goes in.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. The only one thing I will say with the paint stripper of the thinners I use, it does leave like a filmy residue,
yes,
ever so slightly, but nothing that the air compressor doesn't take off. And you do if you leave it and don't clean it straight away, you then get that sort of oxidization look about it. And if you just dunk it in water and clean it again just with an air compressor, it goes. So there is some residue there, but that's all I've ever used. Dean says, I put mine into a plastic bag with the cleaner and then place it into the water. So someone puts it in a plastic bag.
Yeah, he used like a sandwich zipper bag type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should actually retry this and do the ethyl alcohol in the bag and see how that cleans it.
It would work. It would work. Trust me, it will work. Yeah.
But you're okay. What happens to me is, because I'm getting back into 2-strokes, right? And more than you guys see because I do quite a few without the camera on. And you get on a roll, eh?
Yeah.
There's off the plug. You plug the plug. And I look over at the camera, and I go, 10 more minutes. And I should be filming it.
But have you guys seen Musty One when he does his ultrasonic cleaning?
Yes, he uses chemical right in the cleaner.
Yeah.
Well, his looks like a swamp when he puts stuff in there.
Oh, and it's old and
He uses
that's got to be a fire hazard, man. That's got to be like, freaking who?
I was thinking more like how many vapors is coming off it when it's 60 degrees hot.
Yeah.
You know what other thing that helps? I use, you know how they fill up a football with that little thing that you press into the football for the air compressor? Well, that makes it excellent. It forces enough air into those small passages that it dries them out.
You're smarter than you look.
Say that again, Henry. Henry, say that again. I missed that. Say that again.
You missed it.
Yeah,
He's smarter than that you use to fill up basketballs, soccer balls, and footballs. Yeah.
It's a thin valve.
Yeah,
I've actually got one of my guns actually came with 2 or 3 needle like hypodermic needle attachments on them.
Right.
They're fine, apart from whenever you just chuck your gun down on the floor or on the cabinet, they bloody snap.
Right. Well, and you really have to watch the velocity of the air coming out of there.
Yeah. That's the only problem with them.
If you've got a check valve in that carburetor like those old Homolites, you can blow that check valve right out of there.
Yeah. It's only that brass one. That one brass one.
Oh, okay.
So who has blown out a carburetor who's blown out a carby and blown the needle seat right out of it, and it's your last needle seat and you haven't got a spare one? Who's ever done that?
All the time.
My Lord. Isn't that a pain in the bop?
And then I'm down on the floor with my whisk and my little thing,
Yeah.
And it's between the concrete and the wall. There it is. Oh, my God.
So has anyone had a problem? Actually, I'll ask this question. I had a problem with Mo last week, and I have solved it just by cheating. Quantum primer, and I fill up with juice. The mower runs faultlessly, okay? Go back in the morning, the tank is empty. Okay? Fill it back up or put some more petrol in, prime it, starts fine, no issues. It's leaking out of the hole out the front of the primer, but not leaking, just vaporizing.
I still think you got a needle and seat problem.
Yep, you do. Absolutely. It can't get into the primer without passing the needle and seat.
Because it's such a slow leak. It's evaporating, but not hitting the lawn.
I think you're right, and I think the answer is I bought some. Bruce, it's your fault. I bought some cheap Chinese copy needle and seats.
Oh, the little green ones.
No, these are orange. So that it's getting harder to find genuine ones. These little orange ones.
It is.
It fits in there a treat. Absolutely lovely. And when I give it the old blow test, perfect. I just feel it's not. So I have to go back and just have another little play of it. It did it again today. So it's just coming out, literally just. You can see it just weeping out, and it's vaporizing off as it hits the air light.
Sometimes I'll go into the garage, and if I've got something like that I just did the day before, and you can just get a whiff. If you know what that means.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Garage, you know you're toast. You've got a bad needle and seat. Could be on mine.
You leave it overnight with the Mighty Vac.
Yeah.
So what I did was I just fitted a Honda fuel tap on it and just put a fuel tap on it, so it's done. Yeah. But of course, when you go to sell the machine, I say, why do you have to turn it off? Well, because it leaked a little bit. Well, then you can't sell it, you see. So
I do that on tractors.
I'll get a genuine needle and seat or a new seat and try that.
Yeah. I do that on tractors, particularly with the Nicky carburetors, because they can be.
Or every Kohler Command on a John Deere lawn tractor.
You know what? In my collection, I did find the Walbro replacement that's exactly the same size as the Nicky for the 12 horsepower brakes.
Yep.
OMG, I am going to try and find a few more of those if I can buy them.
Yes.
James Condon has the part number for that, Bruce.
Okay, let me write myself a note.
Stuart said, could I put my carburetor in my local fish and chippy shop when getting my takeaway on a Saturday night?
You can, yes. Do you want to?
Firstly, I don't think Stuart eats fish and chips because he's that posh. He's more of a salmon and chips sort of a fella, not cod. And secondly, he don't go down the fish and chippy on a Saturday night. He sends one of his butlers down there.
So, could I ask my butler to put the carburetor in my local? Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Apparently, Dick is saying there's an echo coming. Let me on my side. So let me reset mine. I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Do we still have an echo?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We still have an echo.
I'm sorry, but it's. I think it's from next door here.
Yeah, it could be.
It's still there.
So is it me or is it Lewis?
It's
I think
Lewis.
it's Lewis.
We all decided to blame.
We love you, Lewis,
Sorry,
but-
Lewis. I'm sorry. We're just kidding.
I know it's bothering you too. It's stressing you. We're
Yeah.
sorry.
It does me, Eddie.
Lewis, good.
Water. It's water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Pabst water. Yeah. We all call that vodka, but maybe you call it water. Yeah. Looks like alcohol to me.
Hi, Amanda, man. How you doing, buddy boy? Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you.
Sorry, Bruce.
It's all good. I love it. If you're not getting teased, then
Not
you're
any
in
better
trouble.
now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I don't know what it is, Lewis. Whatever it is you're using, it's just a way. I think it's because you're on a mobile device on a tablet, mate. But StreamYard doesn't like mobile phones and tablets, really.
I'll be right back.
All
I
right,
gotta see a man about a horse.
Right, make sure you feed the horse.
As long as it's not a 5-horse.
Yeah, and begins with T. My Honda quad always leaks and floods. I've been in the carb and fitted new kit and replaced the carb, and it still leaks. Yeah, I know something like that. It's like I had a Quantum in last week. In fact, I think it might be. It wasn't the same one. No, different machine. It primed absolutely. I think I said this last week. It primes beautiful with a broken gasket. Absolutely beautiful. Took it off, cleaned the car, drilled the main jet out, put it back together. New gasket, didn't prime.
No.
Double gasket, didn't prime.
No.
Triple gasket primes like an absolute champion. Right. However, because of this leaky primer bulb, I brought it back in to put a new needle and seat on. Did that. Put it all back together with the 3 gaskets. Don't prime.
Nick, if you the gasket that goes against the breather box.
Yeah.
Tiny bit of amount of RTV silicone on the bottom square part of that gasket. Just a smidge.
Okay.
9 out of 10 times it'll solve your problems.
Right, pop over, Klaus. Pop over and come and show me, Klaus.
It's usually when the air breather box is slightly warped or something wrong with it. Just a little bit of RTV on the outside from the back gasket to the air breather box. It can solve it. Be careful not to have too much because you got all the holes on that. You know that. But I that's my dirty get out of it easy trick sometimes. Yeah.
Hiya, Bill. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hiya, Sherry. How you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'll give that a go because I'm at a bit of a who's that down there? I'm at a bit of a loss with it. Oh, sorry, Neil. Good to see you down there, mate. I'm at a bit of a loss with it. No matter what you do with it, you get one bit working, then something else comes up. It's one of them machines where you're always working on it, aren't you? Just try and get it to run right, and it runs fine. So I'm gonna get it back in. I'm gonna put a new needle seat on, and I'll get some of that ATV stuff. I'll try that because it's doing me head in. But I have found I've got it now. My prize drill bit. Here it is. Kept it completely separate. That is the fantastic one, just for drilling out Quantum and Tecumseh main jets. That's the kiddie.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
So I've kept that by now, because otherwise I'm going to get in trouble trying to drill them out and just run on blinking choke. So I've now got that, and I've done 4 so far this week, and they run absolutely A1. So I'm happy with that.
They like a little extra fuel. They love that.
Yeah, well, I think with the way the environmental stuff's going, Klaus, is that they all like a bit more fuel, don't they?
They do.
That includes you as well. A bit more rocket fuel.
Yeah, apple juice.
Later.
It looks like my urine sample.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be. You need to drink more water.
I put some Aspen fuel in an old Flathead Briggs engine, and I don't particularly think it liked it too much.
Yeah, someone else was on about this Aspen fuel. I don't use that.
It's great for small two-strokes. It's great for small two-strokes.
Yeah.
It's the same as steel. Sorry, Louis.
Yeah, I put it in my Hondas, and they run perfect on it. No hunt, no nothing. It starts straight up.
So, Neil's come up. Neil's on the panel. He's down here. Here's my mate Neil. Can we have a look for him? He's having problems finding an exhaust for a Viking MB 755V KS. It's got a Cowie on it. Can you try and find him? One of them, ladies and gents. Does that have to be new, Neil, or can it be second-hand, or what?
I'm not really bothered. Anything will do.
Steel dealer will get it for him.
Right, Lewis, I'm going to have to drop you down, mate, because people in the stream are leaving, mate, because of the echo. It's driving them bonkers, mate. So I'll drop you down, buddy boy. All right, if you can fix your echo, that'd be brilliant, mate. All right.
It's okay.
See you, mate.
Have a good one.
There you go. Try that. We'll see what happens now.
Exhaust for Viking. Go to a steel dealer. They can set you up.
Oh, right, okay. I looked on eBay and Amazon. I couldn't find one anywhere.
No. What Kawasaki engine was it again? Sorry.
It's a. You ready?
I don't know.
It's a Viking MB 755V KS.
Tractor?
How old is it?
It's quite old. It's a big machine. It's a 3-speed thing with a. I don't know. It's massive.
Yeah. Okay.
17 horse.
I mean, still go check a steel dealer. They might be able to help you.
Yeah. All right. Cheers. I've got a shop local to me. I'll go and have a look at it.
Still has a 20-year retention on parts, and normally they come through on that.
What happened was the bloke who had it, the exhaust went on it, so he took the exhaust off and then put it in his shed and bought a ride-on mower. And then he rang me up and said, "Do you want to buy this mower?" I said, "Yeah, how much do you want for it?" He said, 15 quid. I couldn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Someone says, John Teaser said, "Mick, did you ever get sorted with that exhaust? What exhaust are you on about, mate? I've got no idea what you're talking about."
Way back on the dentist.
No, not yet. No, not yet. The dentist, I've got absolutely no idea when that's coming back. At the moment, too busy. So I'm hoping to get it out of the shed once the bulk of the rush has gone. Is what I'm hoping.
I have to ask you. I want to ask
somewhere. Yeah, I've got a bit of an echo from somewhere. Don't worry. Go on, Bruce. We can ask.
Yeah, I want to ask Ken something. I'm still testing this Nicky carburetor.
Yep.
And on suction, I can get up to 12 pounds, and it's great, right? I mean, you're just pulling the needle into the seat, right?
Yep.
But on pressure, I had the actual bowl off, upside down, and at 4.5 pounds, the whole float pops. So I'm really not losing my suction. I don't think it's bad. I just think that there's not enough weight there. You know, upside down with gas in it, it might have a better seal than just sitting there in the open.
Are you testing it wet?
Yeah.
Yes, and it actually went.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to definitely test it wet. Did you look at the tip of your needle and see if there's any grooves or anything in the rubber tip?
You know, I even did the James Condon buff clean with the valve grinding material.
Yeah.
So.
Does it hold 4? Does it actually hold?
Yeah, it holds 4.
Good. If it holds 4,
no, I'm not the kind of guy that'll make it hold 4 for 2 days, but I just pump it up and then go do something else.
Even in the factory service manuals, if it holds for 2.5 minutes, they consider that fine.
You know, I can't imagine there's 4 pounds of gas. Like, let's say you have an elevated test tank, a foot and a half above your carburetor. I can't see it having 4 pounds of gas there.
No. Well, remember, that's pounds per square inch, though. How many square inches do you have on a needle? You know?
Yeah, right. And I'm doing it for. Hey, I'm doing it for a friend of mine who's becoming a better mechanic all the time. He's smart. He brings his carburetors to me.
So he's your Dave. Like what's his name? Donnie has Dave. You have that guy.
Yeah, and you know he bought a company from he bought a construction company from the guy he worked for, who was Cliff, my old friend, and the 3 wheelbarrow compressors and those 2 generators last year were his.
Oh,
and I got them on. The bill was $900 for those 3 tubular compressors, but he sold 2 of them for $800 each.
Wow.
Really?
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah.
So he still has one, and he's got $1,000 in his pocket.
That sounds like a paté's markup.
Mm-hmm. But those are very, very expensive and complicated machines.
Yeah, for what they are. Yeah.
Because they're not electric, right? The engine idles when it's not, compressing, and then.
I've never gotten my head around to how that works. The pressure is off, idle. I never got my head around to how that works. I mean,
one little thing is off, and you don't.
Yeah.
And then of course, and then they're being maintained and operated by carpenters. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing against carpenters. They are working for a living, right?
Yes.
They don't have the time to go and diddle and fiddle and They don't.
I have a
money.
I have a carpenter who comes in with his Husqvarna mower tractor, and it has a Kohler Courage on it. And I told him 2 years ago that there's a service bulletin. We need to get your engine bolts retightened
under the flywheel.
And all he says, because I run into him at the local grocery store from time to time, and I tell him, "But how about that mower? I mean, it's not going to cost you much. It's not going to take a long time. We're just going to take out some bolts, put some Loctite on, and torque them back in. It runs fine."
Until it does.
That's the only answer I get. It runs fine. Okay. When you get the time, bring it by.
Is that the same engine that's in the STX 38, Ken? Because I had one come in that had no bolts in the engine at all. It was just pulling on the belt.
The Courage is the ones we call the bathtub engine, where it's got the big tub, and they have the propensity of the bolts to work out and get sheared by the flywheel and rips the case apart next to the starter, and you get a big hole you get a big crack in the side, and there's oil all over the place. People don't realize it.
The Courage self-destruct engine.
Yeah, you have to have courage to run it.
I have to say, when the Courage runs good, when the Courage runs good, it's a great engine.
Oh, absolutely. But that stupid V valve cover in the front, I hate that thing too.
Well, I must have just saved this one from. I must have been just seconds before the self-destruct, eh?
Yeah, you must.
Because it had no bolts in it, and there were just sparks flying out from the electric clutch, just flying out. Eh?
The valve cover thing, Ken. I RTV both sides.
Yeah.
So whenever you need to take it off again, at some point you're going to sacrifice the cork gasket, but that's a small price.
I just use Honda Bond on it, the gray stuff that Honda uses.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. But both sides, you got to go both sides. Yeah.
But isn't it amazing though how Kohler still uses a cork gasket for that?
Yeah.
I mean, Kohler is a funny company.
Oh, yeah.
And some days I think they are the best running engines ever.
Hey, what we say in the States, they're the best bathtubs and sinks. That's about it.
I don't agree with that.
Those too, but
the
engines they make. I mean, look at Bruce's old Kohler. It runs great, but sometimes they just overcomplicate things. And
say again, Henry.
I said I got a 4x4 sheet of cork. I cut out my own cork gasket, and then they sell a plate that you put on the bottom for a more compact closure. It's like a little V underneath that V. So
Klaus, I don't want to be hypocritical, Klaus, but
there you go, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I like Kohlers, actually. I do.
Yeah, but they do sell a special little.
It's like a backup gasket.
Yeah. Henry, is that an OEM part? Henry?
Oh, K Series.
Yeah,
my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's the K Series.
It runs great.
Best engine ever made.
Yep. With a real air filter.
Imagine if it had a pressurized loop system. That would be indestructible.
Yep. It'll bankrupt them in no time.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, they had to do. The rumor is that's where all the old bathtubs went to all the cast iron.
Oh, I see. The metal.
Yep, all the cast iron.
Henry,
So
Henry, Henry, that thing you put in the bottom, is that an OEM part?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Apparently, for those in the UK, Lidl are selling all extraction pumps on sale tomorrow, $12.99.
All righty.
Get down there. So I see you're using your one, Bruce, aren't you? You're using your little pump. How are you getting on with that?
I love it.
I love mine.
There's
Mine-
times
mine-
when it doesn't. There's times when it really doesn't come into play, and there's other times when I drained the oil out of that cooler and it was up on the bench and stick the hose in.
Yeah.
Done.
Mine has now just started playing. I've had mine 2 years.
Okay.
And when I pump it, if the handle is all the way down, it leaks air.
Oh yeah.
If I leave it halfway up, it's fine. So it's got a bit of a problem. But I might pop down to Lidl's tomorrow and go and purchase one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently, Benedict says yes, but they're a 12-volt one, apparently.
All righty.
Might be okay, I suppose. But
I did a test on mine, and
mine runs on compressed air, so I don't use the pumpy thing.
Oh, okay.
you're just too posh. You're posh, you are. Compressed air.
Yeah.
So I did it on that Lawn Boy Honda.
Yeah.
I used it, and then turned the camera off, and then I turned the lawnmower on its side to completely drain it, and I don't think I got a tablespoon or even a teaspoon of oil out of that after.
Yeah, they're good.
On the Hondas, it's really, really good. I mean, on brakes, you got to tilt the engine. But
I would anyway.
Yeah, the one new thing with the block of wood on the Honda, it goes completely empty.
Right.
But when you do that,
You're right.
Yeah.
So Fire Medic says, can we have a look for where is the best place to find a carburetor rebuild kit for a CV470 Cola? Sticker says 27 horsepower. Online, it says 25 horsepower. That should be all right.
It'll be the same, though.
That'd be the same.
I pointed to Ken.
That'd be all right. Can it be on it like a tramp on chips?
Should be the same. Yeah, but is he in the States or is he in the UK?
I have no idea. It should be all right. If it says 27 and you got 25, that should be the same. I would say it'd be all right.
Yeah.
What type of carburetors does Cola use?
Those are the weird ones that have the fuel pumps built into them, where it uses the pulse line.
Oh, like the Briggs.
Sort of like the Briggs Sticky Twin one, but it's a single throat, though.
Yeah.
Mend It Man says, I need one. That's an oil extractor. I still tip my mowers up to get all the oil out. I'm old school.
Aren't we all?
Respect.
Yeah, but
I still look for the bottom plug. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's your retainer, Henry.
Ah.
That's
the devil.
That's the one.
They smartened up and put a reinforcing plate in the back.
Yeah. I've never seen it before, Henry. Thanks.
Okay.
I'll go look for it.
I got a tip for people who are changing the oil, especially on snow throwers and stuff where you got that little nipple sticking out the side. It always puts the oil on your tire. I tip the mower up at a 45-degree angle, put a piece of half-inch tie gun on it, run it into a can, then I tilt it back down.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I tilt it back up with the cap on it, and I fill it back up. No mess.
You know, my 45-year-old 8-horse Tecumseh, the tube is longer, and it sticks right out, and you just
on the snow blowers, they always made them longer. But you know what? That last 4 or 5 drops always drops on the plate and goes into where the drive disc is.
Yeah. I think one of the first videos I saw with you, Bruce, was when you were working on your snow blower with a Kohler engine. Or Tecumseh engine, sorry. Tecumseh engine. Yeah. I love that thing.
I filmed that video with a laptop camera because I didn't have anything else.
I loved it.
That's all I had.
There's a question. Has anyone got any options on the Loken engines?
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, they're great.
Yep,
they're good.
Carburetors is a little touchy. They don't tolerate much. They tolerate less than a Honda, but when they run great.
Yeah,
and you can't transpose parts from the Lonkin to the Honda.
No, absolutely not. No,
maybe a needle or something like that if you're lucky, but
otherwise, even the emulsion tube thingy is different. I mean, you can't.
I just did this on a 390 Honda GX to a 389 Lonkin. Even the throat on the carburetor on the Honda is wider.
Yeah,
the intake manifold throat. It's just maybe a eighth of an inch wider.
Yeah.
So you're going to get some.
Fire Medic says he's in the US, Ken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would go to like Jack's Small Engines, type in the model on the tractor, and it'll pull up the engine and check it.
It's
Jack's is pretty good. I like using Jack's because their illustrated parts lists are really good.
I try and buy something from him once in a while, but he's got all the information right there.
Yeah. The only problem I have with Jack's, because I've been using Jack's for 20 years, is if it's not in stock, they won't tell you it's back ordered until after you pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Another thing, Mick, have you? I know you and I both been shopping with L&S engineers in the UK.
Yeah, I love L&S engineers. They're my new best friend this year.
Brexit kind of ruined it for me, but they used to be my best friends. But have you tried Bricksbits?
Yeah, me and Briggs Bits have been married from the hip for about 2.5 years.
I love that company. What they have is that they have very small selection that you can just purchase like a regular website. But if you punch in the number and you have an account, you just go order. It drops down. You don't have to buy it. It just drops down. You have to go pick it up after a few days, pick it in your inbox, press it, pay it, and it comes. And prices are pretty good.
I think I actually bought my crankshaft. I had a bent crankshaft mower, and I did a 2-part video on how to strip it down and replace, because everyone can do it, right? Who knows how to do it? Because all you lot all know how to do it. But for those of you that don't know how to do it, half of you said that's a waste of time. However, I just thought I'd do a video on it to show it can be done at a cost-effective price. And I got my crankshaft from Briggs Bits, and it was only about 30 odd quid for a brand new crank for that. And because I wasn't actually sure until I got the old crank out, he reserved it in the little side account for me under Micks Mowers. And when I got the right information, I went over to the reserve section. It's a bit like a drive-through, and you just find yours, punch in your name or whatever, or your number, punch it in, up it comes, bosh, away it goes, done. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's super cool.
And their customer service is really, really good as well. Really, really good. Yeah, I like them.
It's a good job.
Can anyone tell me what name model of a Suffolk A25 is? It's a super cult. No idea. I'll have to have a look at it.
Are we into guns here, or
no? A super cult is a little tiny old cylinder mower.
Oh.
It's a Suffolk A25. I'd have to have a little look. I wouldn't know off the top of my head. I'd have to have a little look at that. Chiselhurst Mower says so he's on about that engine. Revs all over the place. Never have the same twice. Okay, no idea. Luke's currently on a John Deere R95. I think has a really long tubes to drain. So easy. Yeah, some are really easy to drain. I just use my extraction pump. It's just less messy. Just put the tube in, pump it, and then when it's full up, just decant it into my oil container, down the tip, and away it goes.
I got a question, Bruce. When you did the lawn boy, you used 2 separate extractors, one for the oil and one for the fuel.
Yeah.
I'm so lazy. I use it for both.
We have a really hard time getting rid of used motor oil, and if it's contaminated with gasoline, I can't get rid of it.
Oh, really?
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Because here they don't care. I mean, if you say old fuel, mostly. Okay, I'll take it. And then
so a lot of businesses here they heat their buildings with filtered old motor oil, and it has to have a certain lack of gasoline in it, or they won't take it.
Really? Damn! I'll take mine. They just same as you, Klaus. Is it old oil? Yeah, in that tub over there, mate, please.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur product.
I did hear
dinosaur juice.
I did hear they sell it to the Canadians from Britain.
As new oil.
Yeah, it's new oil. Yeah.
I used to work for an oil company, and there were cases when people mistook diesel for fuel for gasoline and put it in their furnaces. That is not a pretty sight. Hey, who's in the house?
How you doing, Cucker?
Hey, Phil, how are you?
Hi, Conker.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Mixed luck.
Good to see you.
Are we all well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Boss left,
Yep.
so now we're all
All's
alone.
good.
So happy days. Yeah.
Well, that's the conversation finished then.
Oh, he's back.
So that's when somebody sits back and goes, so.
Uh-oh.
Right, mate. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, sweetheart. How are you doing?
Oh, average, you know. Just finished a kebab.
Are we before we get into it with your Conker? Obviously, you rang me 2 or 3 times, but the phone was already on silent because I knew you'd try that, and I'm one step ahead of you. That's number one. Number 2, are we going to have a repeat performance of "I can't fix this blinking drive on this blinking mower that I've been working on for 5 years"? And have we got anywhere with that? Because I don't want to go into it again for the next sort of 6 hours on. No, you haven't sorted it.
That's the Briggs, eh?
Yeah, it's his little racer engine he's got. Yeah, so are we any closer to actually saying, yes, I have now finished it and it's done, or are we still going on with it?
Might have.
That's what I thought you'd say. So,
Might have. Mixed love choice.
Honest to God. I think somebody up in heaven don't like me very much. They keep sending me dogs. Honest to God. I'm now waiting for a couple of cogs to turn up. It's one wheel. I've even got to the point of taking out the wheel bearings to see if they lined up. You know? What do you mean into plastic wheels?
You're still playing with the reverse
off pist.
Does it have like a Honda drive, Ken, do you think?
No, this one's weird. It's just got 2 dowel pins that go across and connect. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
It's a weird one, to be fair. I mean, I tasked Ken, quite frankly, with one tiny little job to find out about it. He was tasked. And him.
Docker, you know he's got his phone on silent, right?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. It's mine there. Yeah. But to be honest with you, frankly, Ken, you let me down because you didn't find the drawing.
I found it, whatever was closest that I could find, Conk. That's all it was. Remember, you're asking me to find something across the world.
Look, Ken, close enough is not good enough, mate.
Wait a minute. Where's my samurai sword? Wait, where is it?
I mean, I spoke to Mick, and quite frankly, he just took the mickey. And then he did tell me he had one similar, but he didn't tell me he fixed it, apart from a couple of washers. So yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. I'll give it a month. It should be fixed.
Yeah, but Phil, the drawings I sent you, they weren't any help. I sent you 2 drawings.
Yeah, both of those drawings, mate. They had both of those drawings. They were all based on a gearbox with an actuating lever on it. Yeah, mine doesn't have an actuating lever on it. It's just literally does a tilt to tension the belt.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the gearbox is fine, absolutely fine. One wheel is fine, spins around, reverses. The other side, it's one wheel now. I've got it down to.
I say you convert it to human drive. So.
Yeah. I say you convert it to a freewheeler.
A 3-wheeler or a 3-wheeler?
Come round. What day is it today? Saturday?
Yeah.
Great day for you, Con.
Chap come round yesterday. Have a look at it because he wants to buy it. There's yours in there. It's in the workshop in bits and pieces.
Give me the money and I'll load it up.
Yeah.
He was not impressed, put it that way.
It's only been a year. You've only had it a year.
No, I've told you a million times about exaggerating. Now, come on.
To be fair, I only heard you the first time. The other times I just switched off.
Apart from that, not a lot's going on, actually, mate. I sorted out that strimmer. I had a strimmer with the... I was going to sell this strimmer because we don't use it. Went to start it, wouldn't start. Primed it, it would start, no problem. Look, Fester, I'm talking. Right? Anyway,
I love this channel.
I looked inside the tank and the the fuel line had actually fallen off or snapped off inside the tank.
Yeah.
You know, it was so old. So
Who did you who did you ring up to ask about advice then?
Can't remember.
How old was it?
Yeah, well, I was talking to you, stuffing your face full of your dinner.
No, it was dinner time. I was eating my dinner.
Oh, you're calling it dinner, huh? Make sure he's available.
Listen, he eats his dinner any time of day or night, Ken, to be honest with you. You never quite know.
Yeah, but you see, I work night, so therefore my eating habit is slightly different to you day dwellers. That's why.
It was not for you to say that easy, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Oh.
So did you sort your strimmer out in the end then or what?
Maybe. A little back get it about put the tank back on.
Do you guys live? Do you guys live close together?
No.
Not far enough,
Bruce,
we don't live that close, Bruce. In the proximity, we don't live that close. I just wish we lived further away.
No.
As I said, they're married.
Right.
He lives
right of the art, that was.
He lives just close enough to visit. That's the problem. I wish he was about another 40, 50 miles. Because he is quite tight anyway. Doesn't like spending the fuel, but he lives within what he thinks is a threshold. I can just pop over if I need him, sort of.
No, I don't like putting the mileage on the car. That's what it is, mate.
Yeah, we know that.
So if he comes over, he stays the night.
Hell no.
No. I mean, I'm falling for
can't
cake.
do that. He can't do that. He's got one of them tags. He has to be in by 9, so he can't do that. But,
Jungle Bob.
It's actually quite a privilege actually for Conker to come down and we do see each other once or twice a year, Phil, don't we, mate? We have a coffee, we have a slice of cake, have a natter in the shed and take the mickey out of each other and
absolutely right, mate. It's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is quite nice to do that.
We might take the mickey, but there's never any harm in it.
One of his days, Bruce. One of his days, you're going to be in your little workshop, Bruce, with your door open, doing a video, and I'm going to walk past your driveway one of his days. Mick
and Conker's going to show.
Bruce. Mick's going to do this snobby and dusty sneak attack.
I tell you, one of his days, Bruce, I'm going to get you. Oh yeah, trust me. One of his days, that'd be great. I'm going to come on over one day.
I tell you what, guys. Why don't we meet in the middle? We can go to Denmark. I'll show the shop. We'll have dinner and yeah.
Hang about. Earlier on, you said you don't want to get one of them lifts because your shop ain't that big. So how are you going to get me and Bruce and you in your workshop then?
It's a long shop. It's just not very wide.
All right. So, Bruce, you might have to go on my back then, Bruce.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh.
Sorry,
Henry,
Jungle
Henry,
Bob,
what happened, Henry?
you came in
Henry,
at a bad
you're vertical. What's going on? You're vertical, Henry. What's going on?
Yeah, my legs are getting hurt and sitting there.
Well, have you tried sort of going for a walk like down to your workshop once a week or something like that? See if that helps out.
I started that.
I never knew you were so tall, Henry, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, I was watching the rugby. France are beating Wales. That's all right. Happy with that.
France are beating Wales. Good. I hope Ethan's in the house. Good. That's what we like to hear. Long as the Welsh are getting their asses kicked, that's the main thing.
Stops the Grand Slam, see, so that's good. Mine, we got our backsides washed tonight or this afternoon.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we were absolute rubbish.
Who were we playing then?
Trying to think.
I'm not watching it.
Such an impact. I don't know.
Those skirts.
It's just not the same without the fans in the crowd, though, eh?
You're right, Bruce. Actually, you're absolutely right. It loses something. Part of it, you can hear all the bad language in the referee's microphone.
Yeah.
I mean, even Formula One, which I follow, it's not the same without a crowd. Sounds funny because all you're watching is
cars,
but still, without the crowd, it's just not the same.
To be fair, Klaus, I'm into my Formula One. I do like my Formula One, but I would never. What about you? Would you pay to sort of go and watch it? Would you? I wouldn't, because you spend sort of like £50, £100 just to do that.
Well, I'd like to go once just to see how fast they really go.
When Lewis is kicked off the stand, yes, I would.
Get
sorry.
out of it. I can't even have that. I can't have that about Lewis being kicked off a blink. No, you stay down there and you can lick your wounds. How dare you? He is only the best Formula One driver of all time.
He is.
Who's this?
That's why Klaus hates him.
There's only one problem. He's not driving.
I can't have that. Nope, not having it. Not having it. Nope. No. You just stay down there. I'm going to put salt in there. I can't have that. No, I'm not having it, Klaus.
I have a confession. I watched NASCAR for years.
Yeah, it's good
NASCAR.
sport.
Yeah,
That's they go around in circles, Bruce, isn't it?
that's right.
Yeah.
Most of the time. But you know, those cars are only going 10 miles an hour slower than the Formula cars, and they're not airplanes on wheels.
No,
It's pretty cool.
it's more spectacular when they hit the wall.
Yeah.
But don't forget, Formula One can turn left or right, Bruce. Not just
That's
go around left.
But
I think
they got road courses too.
I think there's a slight difference in it when you're coming down to a steep corner, coming down from 250 mile an hour, and you're on the brakes coming down to about 30. I think that is sort of an Esther Ransom moment where you show your gums, and I hope the brakes really work. Because some of them boys, they get right up each other's bum, don't they? They're really proper tight in there. You know,
not only the gums you're looking at either, mate. God,
have any of you seen a real Formula One car? I mean, in real life.
Yeah.
It's about slightly bigger than a go-kart. It is not as big as on TV. And that thing can it can actually brake faster than it can accelerate. It's amazing.
Right.
What are we talking about?
I think the open wheel has made them
Formula One.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I tried to get into one once when I used to work with.
Did you get stuck?
he had to get a big kiddie's play slide and rub the Vaseline and slide down it.
There's not enough WD-40 to do that.
I didn't get that far. I got one leg in.
Oh my God! I'm actually starting to feel sorry for you, Conker.
Bruce, you're so right, mate.
It wouldn't have been getting in
after this thing.
It's
I'm
not
in tears. The way I'm treated.
It's not for getting in. I would have paid money to see you trying to get out.
Poor Bob down there. He's come into something. He probably doesn't. What the hell is going on now?
Yeah.
I think I told Mick in a conversation we had a while ago, a mate of mine who's got quite a lot of money, he bought himself a brand new Ferrari, and he brought it down to the local pub. We were all down there drinking lemonade and lime, you know, as you do. And we all had a chance, just to sit in. Got like it. I couldn't get in the bloody thing. When I got in there, I had to crawl out. I couldn't get out the damn thing.
The doors go up, eh? You don't have to go through the window.
Oh, dear.
Apparently, he had to crawl out. That wasn't the lager and lime, was it, Phil? That was a whiskey.
Oh,
No. That was the water. I was a fizzy water, mate.
Is that where they take? You at that bar where they take the poker out of the fire and stick it into the beer? Is that what you guys do?
In the cider, Bruce.
Cider. Oh.
It's called mulling. We call it.
We call that web feet country, Bruce.
we call it apple juice, but hey.
It's a class thing.
Ooh. I don't know what you call that.
Come on, I'll tell you what, Bruce. You come over UK, and I'll take you down to a couple of places down in Somerset where they mull their wine.
You know what? I was on my way last summer. Way.
Well, I do hope you come over, mate, and you make a point to come and see us all.
I will.
Make sure you do that. I mean, you can stay at Mick's place free of charge, obviously. You feed you and all the rest of it. In fact, there's
now we're
gonna taken to any of you guys over in the States or Canada. Mick will look after you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hey. How are you?
What have you got on the end of your nose? You got a little bit of black spot on the end of your nose. What you got on there?
Oh, you're in it.
Oh yeah, you're.
I got bamboozled. I didn't have a choice.
What? What's that on your ears? I thought you had earrings on. I thought you had earrings going on. Big
fish hooks. It looks like earrings. Yeah,
they're fish hooks.
I had I had a guy come up the driveway and said he has a lawnmower for a trade-in. And I told him how I really felt about it, and here it is. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, looks like it runs good.
I got one like that.
Hold.
Is that a push mower?
Wait. Hold on. He said he treated it really, really well. It didn't need much work.
Did he give it to you in a box?
This is.
Oh, it's an MTD.
Oh, the special mulching blade. There you go.
Oh,
it's an MTD.
It looks like one. It looks like one end of Aladdin's shoes.
It's a scarifier.
Mick, did you sharpen that blade?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? In the UK, they
I
would
tell
read
you
that
something.
blade.
You know, bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. Real.
So, I mean, I'm putting more time and labor into this mower's worth. The only saving grace is that it's a Honda. That's it.
Right.
Did you paint it, Jason, or is that the color it was?
Oh no, it's red. I'm blacking it. It's just not worth it for me to go, above and beyond. It's not worth it. It really isn't. I will. I'll label it as a Black Lives Matter mower. That's it. Maybe I'll get some.
Easy.
Yeah. Let's not get into that sort of topic.
So, I'm sorry, but I'll run with that theme. Midnight, murdered out, something, anything.
Yeah,
is that the one yesterday that you talked about that you had? It was called like it almost sounded like the name of your truck.
Mandingo.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be my saving grace when I go to sell. Like, did you paint this mower? Yeah, look at my truck. I love the color black. That's it. Black wheels, black truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'll run.
So
with that.
did you paint that mower or did that?
No, I had to paint it. I mean, this thing was beyond rough.
That deck looks good. That deck looks really good.
Apparently, Dick wants to know that mower. Did Conker send it to you?
It's not that good, mate.
to be perfectly fair, we know he didn't do it because he's too tight to post the postage.
Jason, did you look underneath it and see that blade with the guy there?
Absolutely. I pointed out everything in front of him.
What did he say when you showed him the blade?
Oh. That's it.
He knew. When he hit that chain, he knew. When he hit the chain, he knew.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But
he drives and mows. It just looked really, really rough. So, whatever.
Mick, it looks like the missus is inside and he's outside.
So Jason, are you starting to stoop down to our level and fix like anything that comes in the door?
Bruce, what do you mean our level? We have a level all of our own.
Brucey, it's the spring sprint, Bruce. He's got about 4,000 of them he's got to fix.
I got to, it's just hard, I can't throw anything away. That's my problem.
You and the rest of us.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot for me to take a machine apart and put it to. You guys see what I've done to some mowers that had never been revived in the first place, and I did.
Yeah.
I just.
You don't want to part it out. You don't want to part it out.
You know me, Jason, right? I'm a bit like you, Jason. If someone says, "Oh, I've got a free mower here. Do you want it?" sort of thing. I'm happy to do that. I went to go pick up a lawnmower 3 days ago, and he said, "Oh, whilst you're here, I've got this other one. If you want it." So straight away, okay, I might be a bit intriguing to that. And this is what he gave me.
Yeah. All right.
Oh wow, is that a heater?
No, it's a cheap performance power made out of a supermarket, and it has one of them stupid upside down engines on it.
Right.
It'll never rust. It's a plastic deck.
Do I really have to take it? I didn't even turn it down.
I've got conquered.
I'm beginning to think, Mick, I'm not going to bother anymore these cheap supermarket mowers because you never get the spares for them or drawings, whatever. Yeah. I'm beginning to learn my lesson on them. I think I'm leaving them alone.
To be perfectly fair, Conker, I mean this sincerely, it wouldn't matter if you bought one brand new out of a shop with the manual, you still couldn't get it to run.
Oh, Lordy.
That was hard.
How'd you like them apples?
I don't know what to say.
I felt that.
I'm hurt.
I've actually had pretty good luck with the cheaper 4-strokes. It's the cheap 2-strokes I struggle with.
Just get the spares for them and just get the bits. You think, oh Lord, you know.
Well, I did say a little while ago, but they are supposed to be bringing in sort of not laws as such, but they are supposed to be bringing in these new bills to say that all the cheaper stuff, when the manufacturers make them, they are now supposed to list the spares for these machines, because for an environmental thing going forward, they don't want people to buy like a £50 petrol lawnmower or something like brand new out of shop, and you can't get a spare carburetor for it. You know,
there's nothing environmental about.
But it's a real problem. And you've got to contact them, and they say, "No, we don't. We ain't got a drawing. No, we don't do spares." Contact the manufacturer. Who's that? Oh, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
And they forced them to use such little high oxygen fuel mixture that they fail, and then you can't get parts for them. So there's nothing environmental about making a new machine every 3 years.
No. Yeah, exactly that.
There, I said it.
Yeah, no, it's fine, Bruce. I had a customer in. I had a customer in last week with one of those less than $100 mower type of thing. I turned him down. I said, I won't do it. I mean, he wanted, other than a service, he wanted this, he wanted that. So I can't do it. I mean, I can't get parts. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 2 hours in front of the computer, and I'm going to charge you for it, and you're going to be very, very unhappy.
Yeah.
But you see, Klaus, it goes both ways. I had a gentleman come in a little while ago. I'm not going to knock him because he may be watching, but he came in and he looked at a lawnmower, give it a bit of a wiggle, like a golden handle. He said, a bit wobbly. I said, well, you're wobbling it. What do you expect? Do you know what I mean? I said, if you let go, and he did, so there you go, it stopped. There you go. So he's not wobbling no more. And he's a professional lawn care guy, and he's coming to buy a cheap lower end machine.
So what's he doing buying a POS from you if he's in business for himself?
Well, Bruce, number one, I don't sell POSs.
No, I have a price range from $40 to $240. And I sell a lot of $40 lawnmowers.
Yeah, but same as me.
They start, they go, and they have a 3-week warranty.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Your 3-week warranty. I do the same, but mine is a 3-meter warranty. Once it gets like 3 meters,
to the curb,
it runs out.
I have curb warranty. I mean, once you're over the curb, you're on your own.
But they come in, and I feel bad for these kids. They just bought a house. They're broke. They need the landlord says you got to get that lawn cut or you're getting booted out. So I don't mind helping them a little bit, and they never come back.
No, but I mean, Bruce, if you see a guy who's down on his money situation, you're not gonna sell him the one that is so cheap that in 3 months it's gonna break down.
Right.
You're not gonna sell him that. I mean, and I've had mowers in my shop. Okay, can I have that? They said, no, you can't.
I'm
you're parted out. You're parted out.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Nothing ever leaves my yard unless it is 100% running or there is a knack in which you have to start it or whatever. So
you got to hold your tongue right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this McCulloch that I've just sold, I've told the owner it weeps out of the front of that primer bulb, but I have put a tap in place. If you don't turn that fuel off, you're going to have an empty tank next time you go to do it. So I have told her. I haven't told her a lie.
And it's a low end mower.
That's the sort of things I let go. But if a machine isn't running right or isn't driving or just drives on one wheel, no offense, Conker, I wouldn't sell it. It wouldn't go. I'd just strip it out and it's parts,
Yeah. No, but I mean, in my neighborhood, there's been a lot of development. That there's a ton of new houses right the other street, and people that comes to me, they just bought a new house. They don't have any money, and they want something to run. But I'm not going to sell them the cheapest mower I have because I'm going to screw them over. I mean,
you're a neighbor.
Yeah, and we're a neighbor, and so sometimes I go, no. You can't have it. Same thing. People come in with a lawn tractor or something. said, can you make it go? I said, yes. How cheap is it? I said, I'm gonna make it go right. If you don't want to pay for it going right, I'm not gonna fix it for you. It's that simple. I mean, if I can't get to, this is a hobby for me, so I don't have to make a living.
Hobby motor.
Yes, sir.
Oh, whoops.
And if I can't fix it right, I'm not gonna fix it for you. It's that simple. So.
Yeah, I always say that it's the 30-minute jobs that turn into 3 hours.
Absolutely, Concrete. Absolutely, and I don't want those. I hate those. I mean, when stuff comes back because I didn't do it right, I mean, it really rings my bell. I hate it.
Yeah. I'm quite happy to service a motor and all the rest of it. Invariably, for some reason, I invariably end up with stuff that needs repairing. And really ought to learn my lesson. I think. Just spend too much time fannying around getting bits and bobs and one thing and another.
Maybe.
I take my lead from Mick because he says it's not going out the door without being okay. Now, I may do a mistake from time to time, something I didn't catch. That's fine. I'll respect that. It does happen once or twice a year. But it goes out the door. I am confident it'll run for a year. And other than that, it's not going out the door.
I mean, there's even some mowers, and I've got to say it, they are generally the older style Tecumseh, okay? They generally are.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to run a little bit faster than perhaps they should do. You know?
Yes.
It's just the age of them. I have tried adjusting them slightly, but if it works and you touch it, it's not going to work again. So just don't touch it.
Man, it's an antique.
Exactly, Bruce. So I've got a real nice little 5 horsepower flathead Tecumseh. And it starts beautiful, but it just runs 36 over. It runs over.
Yeah.
And I think, do you know what? When I turn it off, I can hear it going tink, 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 and it's got that funny little smell to it. And I just think, you know what? I just don't know. So, I'm happy with it, but it's just one of them mowers. I think, do you know what? In 3 months, I'm going to get a phone call.
Yeah.
It's just one of those. But what can you do? So all you can do is drop the price and say, it's a cheap mower.
As is.
Exactly that. But what I always do is with all of my mowers is I repair them to best of my ability. They don't all get service. Some just get run because if they're a low end mower, what's the point in servicing a low end mower? If it needs a new plug or new air filter, I did one on a Tecumseh just the other week. I don't know if that video's come out yet, where it was running like an absolute bag of nails. So I put a foam filter in because I didn't have a spare Tecumseh one. Put a foam filter in, and it ran 4 times worse. So I just cleaned the old filter back out again, put that back in, and it ran as sweet as a nut.
Yeah. So the filter was choking it.
Exactly that, Bruce. Exactly that. So the mower that I sold today, the woman asked lots of questions. She was here nearly half an hour asking questions, and what she was going right into it, wanting to know the ins and outs of a duck's bum. And she said, "What if it breaks down on me? What if after a month and a half it stops working?
Come back, bring money."
Exactly that. Come back and we will work something out, is what I say. We will work something out.
The people that ask all the questions tend to be the ones that are the problem.
Exactly that. So generally that means let me know and we will work something out. Generally means bring it back. I will work on it and I'll give you a bill. That's generally what it means.
Yeah.
Unless it's something sort of simple, but as I say, all my machines are all serviced, got going, fixed to the best of my ability that I know. Bearing in mind, I'm not a professional; it's just a hobby for me.
Ooh, I'm thinking we're all getting there.
They're tested for 20 minutes solid. I fill the tanks up, and 20 minutes they run outside for 20 minutes solid. The next day, I'm same as you, Bruce. I never sell a machine the same day, get it running. I go back the next day, freezing cold start, pull the cord, and go another 20-minute run. If it passes those 2 runs, I'm happy, and it goes out the door.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes 20 minutes before the customer comes, I'll go out and just give it a pull.
Yeah.
And the rope breaks. It's like, I've got 20 minutes to get this rope back in this thing, and the customer's coming.
Pressure.
I tell them, oh, you'll never guess this. I pulled the rope in the floor. And they laugh, and they give me my $40 for a $150 lawnmower, and away they go.
Yeah, it happens.
I could sell a lawnmower cheap, and I will get the same questions, the same like 6,900 point inspection as if I'm selling a $250, $300 lawnmower.
I know.
So I kind of
it's harder to sell a $40 lawnmower than it is to sell a $240.
Yes,
hell yeah.
It is absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I mean, when I do my clippos, people come in and say, "Thank you, here's the money," and they leave.
Right.
Yeah.
They trust you.
Yeah,
they trust you.
Oh, they trust the brand more.
Well, if I sell a Honda, they just, do you want me to start it for you? Well, okay.
It might be because you have one of those trustworthy faces, Klaus.
Could be. Thanks, Mick. Thanks, Mick.
Would you trust this man?
No. Yes. But it is the same, isn't it funny?
You can trust me. It's just going to cost you.
I had a gentleman has recently texted me. He's I don't think he's professional lawn care. I think he's more of a weekend warrior, is what he is. He's got this. Is it Alto? Is it Alto? Is that thing near you, Klaus? Is it Alto Mowers?
Alco.
Yeah, he's got an Alco. Which is they're not too bad. It's got a Honda on it. They're okay. They are a bit rusty in the older style ones, but they're okay. But he wants to do a part exchange in against a Hater 41 Classic with a Briggs. Now, this mower he's got has got to be 2008. Got to be somewhere in there.
He's going to bring money. He needs to bring money.
Well, I know, but he's going to part exchange that in for a Hater Hawk 41, 1998.
Well, depends
all
on
it is. He's seen the word hater, just like Nike Air. He's seen the word hater, and he will. Here come with money, part exchange, and give me a relatively good clean mower with a Honda on it.
Yeah.
And take away a machine that's done 22 years service.
Well, the Alcos, they do rust. They do rust. I mean, even though they look fine on the outside, you gotta you gotta use the little hammer inside that they can disintegrate from the inside.
Yeah, we don't have the rust problem out here in the prairies.
No.
Yeah, we have.
It's very dry. It's very dry.
This mower is rough.
Okay. Yeah.
So say again, Jace.
We have a problem here too. The outside of the mower will look good, underneath it won't. But not every mower, in my opinion, deserves to have the underneath treated and coated, just the outside to make it look good.
The value of it.
Out the door you go. You're talking about a snapper, maybe. That's worth going underneath, or maybe a really nice higher end Toro. That lawnmower looks like hell underneath. I'm not touching the underneath.
Or a Honda from a Honda factory, not a Honda from Lowe's.
Yeah. No, but I mean, we got. I mean,
brought home.
10 years back, we got a lot of the AYPs.
Well off.
And I mean, the powder coating on those just went within 2 or 3 years.
The water got under the powder coat.
Yeah. But the underside is fine.
Yeah, we had problems with those.
Yeah. They're front wheel drive, and they're pretty good mowers. I mean, they're pretty solid, but they just look like hell.
It just makes me laugh or cry. Like I just seen Dick say, some customers ask for warranty work after service. It doesn't happen on his watch. It does make me sort of wonder what the public are expecting. Is that they buy a machine for say $50 or £100 maybe, and it's been serviced, it's been checked, it's been given the old 3-point check and what have you, all the rest of it, and out it goes. And they expect to have a guarantee or warranty on it. You can buy a brand new lawnmower, brand spanking new lawnmower from the shop, £300. I've even seen them as low as about 120 with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty.
Yeah.
Go and buy it. I'm not forcing you to buy my machine. Go and buy that machine for a bit more money with your 2-year warranty. But the funny thing is after a year, they put it away in the shed. It doesn't start. How many of those people actually get hold of a manufacturer and say, "Excuse me, I bought my mower off you last year. It now doesn't run. I want to bring it back."
Well, if they do, Mick, if they do, the manufacturer's going to say, "Did you read the instruction on how?"
Did you drain that one? Did you drain the gas? Did you do this? Did you do that?
I bought 8 brand spanking new Viking push mowers a couple of years back from. It was a sale thingy dingy, and I bought 8, and I advertised them on Marketplace and our version of Craigslist and all that. And people would call and say, "Does it come with a warranty?" I said, "Yes, all the way from my shop out to your car." But what if it breaks down? Then you need to come back and bring money. You're getting it at half price. What do you expect?
Yeah.
And people are just like they think they're going into Walmart or Lowe's and everybody's going to bow whenever they show. Come on, it's half price.
Well, what I used to say, Klaus, is when someone would come in and say, "Does it come with warranty?" I say, "Yes, it did 10 years ago."
yeah, absolutely.
It no longer that warranty expired.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, I have stopped buying. I have stopped buying brand new mowers that they may be last year's model, or I stopped buying them because I simply don't have the temper to deal with people that comes in and say, "I'm buying a brand new mower. Why don't I get a warranty?" You're not getting a warranty because you're paying half freaking price.
Yeah, Ellis from Ellis Mowers. That's how he cut his teeth. He got customer rejects from Walmart.
Exactly that.
And he did that for about 5 years. He just ran. He just run 200 lawnmowers through his little shop every year, and some of them were started
And
out with some of them had no oil, and some of them. And
I thought that Bruce in the beginning that would be me. I mean, 1 out of 10 would be a dead one, and that's fine. But I stopped doing it because I simply cannot stand people thinking that they are shopping at Walmart or Lowe's when they come to me because they are not.
You know what?
Half price.
I can kind of tell if they're on the over here it's called a hornswoggle where they're trying to cheat you, right?
Yeah.
And you can kind of tell right from the beginning, when you're dealing with this customer whether you're up front and whether they're up front right from the get-go. And sometimes when that customer leaves with that lawnmower, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Edward Thomas has just said that Hondas come with a 5-year warranty because they know they don't break down. Let me tell you this. Hondas come with a 5-year warranty for non-commercial use only, residential.
Yeah.
If you're commercial, you get 1-year warranty because they know that after the first season, that machine is done.
Yeah.
Gearboxes, especially a brand new gearbox from a Honda company, £150 just for one of those Chinese cheap, crappy gearboxes. Honda's the actual engine is good. The engines are good.
Hey Jason.
Anything else on it? God, it's no good.
Jason, how about that Toro power walk or whatever it is? The Easy Walk
Creep.
Power, with that stupid spring handle and
So that's the personal pace, and that's
personal pace. That's
isn't
it.
Too bad to replace. It's not too bad. Just need a set of vice grips and some patience. That's it.
Yeah, but it's like it's got 3 different clutches in it.
Apparently, Neil from Fix It and Scrap It says Klaus is a gangster.
Thank you Thank you very much, sir.
But
I have another?
With the internet, it really made the consumer a completely different, entitled animal.
Yeah.
Some of the brazen stuff you see, it's amazing. And that you would think it would never happen, but they see somebody else do something and get away with it, and they think they could do the same. And it's just god awful.
Yeah.
So Ridgeway Mower says, that's right, Mick. And to keep the warranty, you have to have them serviced by a Honda dealer. Exactly the same as buying a brand spanking new car. It's exactly the same.
Yes.
Yes. And it's $150 for them to have a little tune-up.
There you go. And Dick says, the reality is all machines break down, issues depending on operator use and whatever. And I think the worst people are the professional lawn care guys. They're the worst.
Well,
absolute shocking, just run the machines until they just go bang, especially after the first year warranty. And the sad reality is, as we all know, 99% of people just mow their lawn. Half of them are probably drunk whilst they're doing it. They mow the lawn and they just throw it into the garage or in the shed and just wait.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. I mean, if you're lucky, and then they just fire it back up and just pray to the lawnmower gods it starts again. So it is what it is. People just no one loves a lawnmower. It's as simple as that. And it's when they come to us, and I know you do, Bruce. I know you do, mate. The blood. In fact, some of your mowers, Bruce, actually have your DNA in it by the time it leaves the shop.
That's worrying.
I will. You know what? Because like Closco, it's a hobby, and I'll spend 10 hours on a lawnmower and sell it for $65.
Yeah.
As long as it runs right. Yeah.
I'm
guilty.
People don't understand, because I worked for a company that made power equipment, aerators, thatchers, chippers, and all that. Now, when we built the product, the people were the test subjects. They would fix them only after something went wrong, because they really didn't know what could actually go wrong with them, a new machine.
Well, it's interesting you say that, Henry. I was involved with manufacturing, I think Ken is as well. We use a tool thing called FMEA. Ken, you must have heard of that.
Oh, FMLA?
You try to work out, what could possibly go wrong and stuff. Yeah. But they obviously don't do that with mowers. That's obvious.
Like root cause analysis.
Yeah.
We would make things work and then send them out, and God bless the people that bought them, because they would send in what was wrong with them, and we'd have to fix the part or something, to pacify them,
Yeah.
I did the calculation for a customer who wanted to buy one of my. They were brand new mowers. They've never been used, and she said, it was just she, doesn't matter, but she said, "Is there any warranty on it?" I said, "No, there's no warranty on it." And she asked me, "Why not?" She said, "Because you are paying this price. If you want, I can give you a 2-year warranty, no problem. Yeah. But this is the price if you buy it with a 2-year warranty. You have to come to me every year on the dot to get a service, and you have to pay for it. And if we say that a big service with a push mower, that self-propelled push mower is in the area of what, like 60, maybe $70 in that area.
Up.
If it's professional, but for me it's $60-$70. You have to pay that every year for 2 years, and you have to pay this. And then, yes, I will, in case the engine blows up, I will give you a brand spanking new engine, or I will give you your money back. Do you want to pay that? And she goes, no. I said, so what was the question?
Yeah.
You're getting it at half normal retail price. This is what you're going to get. You're not going to get any warranty unless you pay for it.
Exactly that. So here's a good comment, and I'll tell you what I do, okay? If a customer comes around and they start kicking the tyres, don't sell it to them. Now, what I do is when they start kicking the tyres, I say, if you've got a car, let's just make sure it's big enough. Go out to their car, start kicking the tyres and slamming their door. They'll soon stop kicking your mower.
Yeah.
That tends to work a treat. They don't like it when you kick their tyres.
Yeah. Right. No, but I mean, people say, can I try it? I said, sure. How are you going to bring it home? It's going to the back of my car. Okay, you can try it, but you're going to have your car full of grass. Please mow my whole lawn. Yeah. And they pick it up and they go. Like, go ahead, knock yourself out. Yeah. Because I know whenever I sell something, I believe that it is in an okay product. You can mow my lawn, bring it home and mow it for a year. Then it needs service and it'll run for another year. That's my target. But people are kind of like, they think they're buying gold and paying for silver. That's not going to happen.
Right. I have one favorite. I have one favorite from last year, and it was a COVID year, and my neighbor's lady has 2 teenage kids, and she canceled her lawn service, and I dragged this old, like 72 Tecumseh out of her shed. It was in beautiful condition, but just covered with guck. Yeah. And I got that thing running. Didn't take long, 2 hours, 3 hours, and I put a little spray paint on the peeling paint around the engine. And I am going to just go get that mower in about 3 more weeks. I'm going to just get it running for her, put it, change the oil, take it back to her. Yeah. And, I
have one just like it, Bruce. She can come in whatever she wants. And she's not going to pay anything. I mean,
right.
I mean, she's got 3 kids and a house and she's just, she's.
Yeah, I think we've all got customers like that. I've got this nice old boy, and he's an old boy. And he really ain't got a lot of money, and he's got a bit of a bad shoulder. So I sold him this. It was quite a cheapish mower, a Chinesium Honda, but it's one of those easy start ones where you really don't have to pull it at all to start it. Really nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, he bought it off me last season, and it's due to come in for service. He's booked up. But anyway, after about a week, he texted me saying that mower don't start, Mick. Don't start. I thought, okay, no worries, I'll come to you. I know he's an old boy. He's got to put it in the back of his car, so I'll come to you.
Yeah.
I went down there. I pulled it over. Sure as hell, it wouldn't start. So I undid the fuel cap, and no fuel. So I said, have you got petrol? He said, yeah, I've got some. Well, so you have to put petrol in it to make it go. He said, okay. So he put some petrol in it, and it started pretty much first pull. And he dug into his pocket, and he took out £3 coins, and he gave me a £2 coin. That's what he gave me. I said, mate, you ain't got to do that. It's as simple as that. Just make sure it comes in for a service next year, or this year. And when it comes in about 3 weeks' time, I'm not even going to charge him for a service. He is just a real nice old gent. I can tell. He asked me for a cup of coffee in his house. Well, it's his house, and you know what I'm going to say. He's making it work. It's his house. Yeah, he's making it work. So those sort of people, I can't abide. But when they turn up in a Range Rover Sport.
Yeah.
Two Hungarian visitors in the back, and they got
Mom's
big enough
on a
earrings.
cell phone, he's on a cell phone, the kids are on a cell phone, and they
Big
want
enough earrings.
and they want a mower for $40.
Big earrings that you can swing on, and they're going to come and buy a £40 lawnmower. Do you know what I mean? Mate, I can't figure it out. But anyway, it's what it is. Anyway,
That's
people,
they don't have any money.
I know. As much as I would love to sit and chat, do you know what? I've really enjoyed today because I've actually been part of a stream. So I really enjoyed that. So hopefully, going forward, we're on a roll. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out. Everybody on the panel, as always, I appreciate you all coming up. That includes you, Conker. Don't forget over the Easter weekend, which is in April, Ken. I will not be doing my live stream, but Terrell Fixes All will be going live instead of me. So make sure you are subscribed to Terrell. No doubt you all are anyway. And that's going that. If you're not sure, Ken will go live at 6 o'clock just to make sure to tell you that either I'm not going live on one of them days.
I still may do the warm-up show. I liked it.
I think that's kind of cute. That works quite well.
Ken, at the end of the day, bud, I'm only teasing you, babe. At the end of the day, you go live whenever you want to go live, bud. And if I finish my stream early, I'll come over to you. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. We're all able to sit in a corner of a pub, effectively, put our feet up, sit back, relax, and chill out, and just have a good time. That's what it's about, rather than who's getting the watch time for it. I'm not interested in that. By the way, before we all go, hang on. I reached 6,000 subscribers last week.
I was going to say something.
Congratulations.
606.
Yeah, so I'm now up to about 6,050 or something like that. So I will be doing a giveaway. Probably next week, I'll do a giveaway. Haven't really thought about it. I'm not going to either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving away a Micks Mowers hoodie. I've got one down here, zip-up hoodie with my badge on the back and my name for first prize winner. And I'll be giving away 2 Micks Mowers T-shirts, not these ones. These are just cheap Conker ones. 2 Micks Mowers T-shirts with the name on the front and back as well. So I will be figuring out a way how to do it. In fact, you know what? There's 62 in the house. If you want to be in the giveaway, just email me at my email address. There, just email me Micks Mowers 6K. Okay, if you email me Micks Mowers 6K, you're in a chance to win it. Okay, it's as simple as that. If you're not, then you're not. And then what I do is next week I'll do a giveaway of a hoodie, first prize, and 2 T-shirts for second and third. I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who does support the channel just by watching the videos or coming up just to take the piss, Conker. I do really appreciate everybody coming up here and having a good time, because without you guys, I'll be talking to myself. So thank you very much for coming in. Give us a thumbs up on your way out. And as always, guys, it's been very nice chatting with you boys and girls and what have you. It's been emotional. And I'll see you all on the next one. So look after yourselves. Take it easy. And I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Mick.
Cheers,
no
mate.
worries, buddy.
Cheers, guys.